This is Bowie Baysox Baseball. After a lost season, Baysox Baseball has returned to the field in 2021. This year, an exciting group of prospects comes to Bowie as the tide continues to rise in the Orioles minor league system. The 2021 season of Baysox Baseball is brought to you by Money One Federal Credit Union, Chesapeake Employers Insurance, On the Green, Patient First, Royal Farms, Crown Plaza Annapolis, Anne Arundel Rideshare, DCA Imaging, ZY Pyrotechnics. Now down to the field for Bowie Baysox Baseball.
And from the Diamond here in Richmond, Virginia, this is Bowie Baysox Baseball. Hello once again, everybody, alongside Paul Fritschner. My name is Adam Pohl. Happy to be with you tonight for Game 1 of what is a week-long 6-game series. Where are we, Paul? This is number 13, lucky number 13 on this series front for the Baysox. Starting today, they've got 8 series remaining in this 2021 season. They're coming off of back-to-back series wins, including taking 4 out of 6 here at home against Hartford and against Richmond, a good ball club. They'll try to have success on the road here today. So we welcome you. We are here broadcasting remotely for one final week here from Prince George's Stadium in Bowie. But of course, the ball game we'll be broadcasting is at the Diamond on a very warm evening in Richmond, Virginia. For the Baysox, on the hill is Cody Sedlock, making his 14th appearance and his 9th start of the year. He's 2-2 with a 4.70 ERA, and since Cody came to Bowie in the middle of the 2019 season, knock on wood, but he has been healthy, and that has been a great sign to see for Sedlock, who missed much of 2017 with a forearm strain, then battled through a thoracic outlet syndrome ailment in 2018, which is obviously, which is in the shoulder. So he has had elbow issues, shoulder issues in pro ball. He has been healthy of late and looking to have a good start here tonight against a tough Richmond side. For Richmond, it is a pitcher that's been outstanding this year. Caleb Killian, in 10 starts with Richmond, 3-1 with a 2.14 ERA. But when you combine in his 4 starts from High A Eugene, he's 6-1 with a 1.90 ERA. And to add pain to that, he threw 7 shutout innings here in Bowie just about 16 days ago on July the 9th. So the Baysox will try to get to Caleb Killian here today in Game 1 of a 6-game series that sees a Baysox pitching staff and rotation completely shuffled. Our Paul Fritschner will be with us to talk more about that when we return. First pitch, 6:35 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Stop by Money One Federal Credit Union, and we'll show you how we've been helping area families since 1951. Money One can help your dreams become a reality with low rates on loans, high rates on savings, totally free checking, and convenient services. Money One Federal Credit Union. Better banking, better future.
Enjoy Baysox baseball on your schedule and save over 30% off regular game day ticket prices with a Baysox 8-ticket Fielder's Choice package. These tickets are undated and can be used at your convenience throughout the season. Choose to use them all at once or spread them out over multiple games. It's your choice. You'll sit up close to all the on-field action in box seats and can choose weekend games, weekday games, or mix it up. Come to 8 games by yourself, 4 games with 2 people, or any combination you wish. Order your Baysox Fielder's Choice ticket package online at baysox.com or call the ticket office at 301-464-4865.
From bug bites to burns, fevers to flu, and bruises to broken bones, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
There's nothing like having the orange and black back in Bowie in 2021. This is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
All right, we welcome you back here. We are broadcasting remotely tonight from Prince George's Stadium. The Baysox are in Richmond for what is game 1 of a 6-game series, and really such an important 2-week stretch of this season because Bowie enters today 2 games out of the final spot, the second place spot. The Baysox are in 4th place in the 12-team Northeast League. They're 2 games behind second, which would put them in the postseason. And today is a day of roster shuffling, roster movement galore. You know, we were wondering if the Baysox catcher, of course, Adley Rutschman would be a part of that. He is not. He is going to be in the lineup tonight, catching and batting second. But, Paul, I mean, there's so many new faces, a lot of shuffling today as far as pitching for the Baysox.
12 roster moves, Adam, between
12.
Sunday's game and today. 12 roster moves. So we'll run down everything that's happened since the last time we talked to you. Reed Hayes, he was reinstated from the injured list, and then he was released. We saw Reed, I believe, one time earlier in the season. He went on the injured list about 2 weeks into the season. That's where he's been. But he was reinstated and then released. All the best to Reed. Blaine Knight was placed on the temporarily inactive list. We expect Blaine Knight to be back with the team soon. Nothing wrong on his end, but he should be back with the team fairly soon. Couple of big promotions. Drew Rahm promoted from Aberdeen, a left-handed starting pitcher. We'll see Drew Rahm starting on Saturday night. That is a significant addition to this Bowie rotation.
Yeah, Rahm, a 4th-round draft choice in 2018, a high school pick from the state of Kentucky, and he's having a spectacular year. I mean, he's 8-0. 8-0 with a 2.79 ERA with Aberdeen, and he's really been successful throughout his entire career. So the Baysox add a young left-hander to this rotation.
And then you look at another pitcher getting the call up from High A Aberdeen, Logan Gillespie. He'll get the call up. So that's another addition into this Bowie lineup, into the pitching staff from Aberdeen. But that's not the only additions to this staff as a whole, because Dionis Almengo, who was promoted to AAA Norfolk just last week on the 24th, he gets sent back down here to Bowie, so they just needed him up for the weekend. Tyler Joyner, who was also in Norfolk, he was promoted there on July 18th. He comes back down to Bowie, so he spends 9 days or 1 series up there with Norfolk. Luis Perez, he rejoins Bowie. Now, we were told he rejoined Bowie from Norfolk, but as far as I could tell, he was still on the roster with Delmarva, so that may have just been a typo. But either way, Perez still back on the Bowie roster now. Mike Bauman has been promoted to Norfolk. That is something I think a lot of people were waiting on, and to see when he would finally make it up to that AAA level, and Bauman up there now.
Yeah, you know, you look at it recently here when Grayson Rodriguez has pitched, when Bauman has pitched, and when Branovich have pitched, you know, the Baysox have really been a dominant club. I know that if you take away the last few outings, you could put Blaine Knight on that list as well. So it's not a surprise with how much time Bauman has spent at the AA level. He seems to be completely past his elbow troubles of early this season. He's been pitching beautifully. So his final Baysox start, Navy Night 2021.
Fantastic. Congratulations to Mike Bauman, David LeBron, Ofelky Peralta, and Nick Vespi also all getting the call up to AAA. David LeBron has been phenomenal in long relief for Bowie. He has frankly saved Bowie in numerous situations this year where the starting pitcher hasn't been able to get out of the second or third inning, and they need that bridge into the piggyback start in the fifth or sixth. And LeBron, that's been his role, and he has performed in it very well. Ofelky Peralta, Ofelky Day moves on up to Norfolk. And then Nick Vespi, who has been one of the most reliable relievers for this Bowie team this year, a left-handed pitcher, he goes up to Norfolk as well.
Yeah, and let's see how that's going to affect this Baysox team. I mean, those are four big arms. I mean, such important pieces of this team. It seems to me like Vespi, when Vespi's been active, the Baysox win, right? I mean, the first month of the year, he was outstanding. Bowie was dominant. He goes on the injured list. The Baysox continued winning for a bit, but then fell into that long rut. And right when he came back is right when Bowie started winning again. He has really solidified the bullpen. And to lose Nick Vespi, that's going to be a big loss for the Baysox. But you do get Almingo and Joyner back, and hopefully that will help. Help the Baysox survive, if you will, some of these losses. They do have some new faces. We talked about Gillespie, expected to be out of the bullpen. And then, of course, a pitcher that we just got last week, Ryan Conroy, a right-hander from Aberdeen as well. So there's a lot of new faces for this Baysox team. And with all that being said, Johnny Reiser is back in the lineup tonight as well.
Yeah, Johnny Reiser, another promotion from Aberdeen earlier on in this season, back in June. He gets the start here tonight. He's been out of the lineup for the last week or so, but we'll see Johnny back in there tonight in left field. That's good. And then one last transaction to note, Craig Lewis, who only saw a little bit of time here on Sunday, came on at the end of that game, in the game that Bowie lost 13-6. He came on for the second half of that game, but he goes back down to Aberdeen.
Yeah, he had one at bat. He was the Moonlight Graham of the Baysox, right? He got in late and exited, but we won't forget the hair, and we hope that Craig is able to make it back here to Bowie, an outstanding Division II player that has had a very good professional career. So we hope that Craig can make it back here to Bowie. We're going to take a quick break. We're only a few minutes away from the start of this one. We'll take a look at the standings in the AA Northeast League and get you set for what is the series opener here tonight, right after this on the Baysox Baseball Network.
The authority of the National Association of Professional Baseball Leagues for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction, rebroadcast, retransmission, or other dissemination or use of this broadcast, descriptions or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the National Association of Professional Baseball Leagues is prohibited.
For more than 100 years, Chesapeake Employers Insurance has been helping Maryland businesses keep their workers safe. With competitive pricing and an AM Best A- financial strength rating, it's no surprise that Chesapeake Employers is Maryland's largest writer of workers' comp insurance.
At the end of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
Connect with your agent or visit CEIWC.com.
Are you seeing mice chew through your food in the pantry? What about ants just coming and going as they please in your house? Are you tired of getting bit by mosquitoes and ticks every time you go outside? Well, give Old Bay Pest Control a call, and we guarantee to remove any pest in your household. One pest is too many. Old Bay Pest Control, 443-603-5651. That's 443-603-5651.
From our roots at Memorial Stadium to Prince George's Stadium, this is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
Well, alongside Paul Fritschner, my name is Adam Pohl. Happy to be with you here tonight. The Baysox taking on the Richmond Flying Squirrels. Bowie comes into today 2 games back in the AA Northeast League. As far as postseason positioning is considered, only the top 2 teams in the league will make the playoffs this year and play in a best-of-5 series for the championship in the 3rd week of September. So for a quick look around the updated standings board, here's Paul Fritschner.
Well, yeah, so if you take a look at the league standings right now, Portland is in first place at 45-24 in the league. And Portland only has 1 series remaining against a team with a record above 500. They are about to try and feast on the bottom of this league. So if you think about it that way, granted, there is still so much time left. You look at promotions that could happen, anything like that. You don't want to say for sure that Portland has a playoff spot locked up, but if they take care of business, of course, Portland right now, they've won 3 straight, but they have won 18 of their last 19 games. They were 27-23. Portland is now 45-24. Akron is 43-27. They're 2.5 games back of Portland right now. They are in that second playoff spot. Somerset has dropped behind Akron. They're 3 games back of Portland, but half a game out of the playoff spot. Bowie is 2 games out of that second playoff spot. Erie is 4 games out. Altoona is 4.5 games out. And Richmond is 6 games out. Then New Hampshire, they are 11 games out. So really, between Portland and Richmond, there are 7 teams completing for those 2 spots. And in the end, if Portland does indeed take care of business against the teams at the bottom of the league over this second half of the season, then it's really just 6 teams competing for 1 spot, that second spot in the AA Northeast League's championship series. New Hampshire, they are 13.5 games back. Reading 17.5 back. Binghamton 18 back. Harrisburg 21 back. And Hartford 24 games out of first place. So we will take a break as Richmond has headed back out to the field. Richmond and Bowie getting set for first pitch. Lineups and first pitch after this on the Baysox Baseball Network.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team providing professional, organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. Call today or visit www.onthegreeninc.com for a free lawn care analysis. Did you know On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services for mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more? Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated.
The only thing more fun than attending a Bowie Baysox game is attending a Bowie Baysox game with a group. Discount group tickets, private suites, fully catered buffets, picnics, and more. Whether you have a group of family members, coworkers, friends, employees, clients, colleagues, or students, the Baysox have a number of group offerings tailored to fit all of your needs. For more information on the Baysox group offerings, go to baysox.com or call 301-464-4880 to speak with a Baysox Group Events manager.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call at 301-577-1021 or find out more about how we can help you at dcaimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Your home, the 2015 Eastern League champions. This is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
Starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the visiting Bowie Baysox, Kyle Stowers is in right field. He's leading things off. Adley Rutschman still in the lineup. Rutschman is batting second. He's the catcher. Caden Grenier is the shortstop, batting third. Patrick Dorian, he's cleaning up. He's at third base. Toby Welk is at first base, batting fifth. Johnny Reiser batting sixth in left field. Zach Watson batting seventh in center field. Chris Hudgens is the designated hitter. He's batting eighth. And Greg Cullen is the second baseman, batting ninth. This is really the lineup that Bowie has settled into here recently. On the other side for Richmond, the Flying Squirrels will send Simon Whiteman into that leadoff spot, just where Bowie has seen him quite often. Simon Whiteman leading off, then Will Wilson, the shortstop, batting second. David Villar, the first baseman, batting third. Vince Fernandez, the left fielder, cleaning up. Diego Rincones batting fifth in right field. Luis Basabe, he is the center fielder, batting sixth. Brandon Martirano, the catcher, batting seventh. Shane Matheny, the third baseman, batting eighth. Sandro Fabian, the number 9 hitter, the designated hitter. Luis Basabe in that sixth spot is the only hitter in this lineup that Bowie has not faced yet this year. On the mound for Richmond, it's Caleb Killian, and the Baysox will send Stowers to the plate, and in to tell you about it, it's Adam Pohl.
Well, thank you, Paul. As Killian finishing up his warm-up tosses, what a year he's had. 3-1 with a 2.14 ERA in 10 starts with Richmond. And Killian was first drafted by, that's right, the Orioles. He was a 20th round draft choice in 2018 after being a sophomore eligible sign, but he did not sign and returned to Texas Tech. And in 2019, he was an 8th round draft choice of the Giants, and what a year he is having. That won't happen to any of the Orioles prospects this year. It was announced today that the Orioles signed all 21 of their drafted players. So Stowers is in, Killian the line, the game's opening pitch, and a fastball strike on the outside. It's 0-1, and we're underway today. Great to have you with us here for Bowie Baysox Baseball. The right-hander having a phenomenal campaign. He delivers, and it's a cold strike of the knees with a fastball. 0-2. Killian started with High A Eugene, went 3-0 in 4 starts, and now today his 11th start with Richmond. The 0-2 to Stowers, and a high fastball taken, and the count is 1-2. Killian is 6-1 with a 1.90 ERA, dominant numbers in his 14 combined starts this year. And maybe his best start of the entire year was against Bowie. He throws, and it's a breaking ball just missing in. Very close. And the count is 2-2 to Stowers, opening the ball game. Killian here in Bowie, throwing 7 shutout innings on July the 9th. The right-hander into the wide. Here's the 2-2. And Stowers takes a fastball in, and a 0-2 count is all of a sudden full here. 3-2 to Stowers, hitting .302 in 30 games. Stowers with an outstanding .408 on base percentage with Bowie. The slow wind to the payoff pitch, and a swing and a miss. He got him. Boy, that looked like a little cutter. Just under the hands of Stowers. It's a long at bat, but Stowers down on strikes. And now Adley Rutschman will come to the play. Rutschman today named last week's AA Northeast League Player of the Week. He had an outstanding series last week against Hartford. And Rutschman had a flair for the dramatic with a 2-run homer on Saturday night against the Yard Goats to tie at the pitch, and a fastball inside, ball 1 to Rutschman batting for the left side. Bowie would then score the game's winning run on a Zach Watson line drive single, 6-5. The Baysox getting 3 runs in the bottom of the ninth to win on Saturday night here in front of a big crowd. The pitch, and a breaking ball dives down and in, and the count is 2-0 here to Richmond. Adley had one of those incredibly clutch moments in this ballpark at the Diamond on a Sunday afternoon, May 23rd. As now the 2-0 from Killian, and a fastball strike on the outer half of the knees, and the count is 2-1. In that game, Bowie was down by 3 And Richmond hit a 3-run game-tying homer in the 9th inning. And then the Baysox won it in the 10th. One of the most unlikely Bowie wins of the year. Here's the 2-1. And it's in the dirt, down and in, right at the feet of Atley. And they count 3 balls and a strike. The Baysox so adept at working the count. And we're seeing it right out of the gate. Stowers struck out on a 3-2 pitch. And now it's 3-1 here to Richmond. The wide to the pitch from Killian. And it's down low, ball 4. So Richmond works a walk. He's on with 1 retired, a 5-pitch at bat. And we'll get our first look here of the night at Caden Grenier. And talk about walks from guys like Stowers and Richmond. Even with Grenier's recent struggles offensively, he's working walks. He had 5 walks in his last 4 games in this series with Hartford. Grenier just 189 in the month of July as he stands in a 244 hitter on the year. 1-on-1 down. Killian from the first base side of the rubber sets and delivers. And a fastball strike right over the outer half of the plate, 0-1. Richmond's catcher is Brandon Martirano. Shane Matheny's at third, Will Wilson at short. It's Whiteman at second and VR at first. Vince Fernandez is in left field. Basabe is in center, and Rincones is in right for the Flying Squirrels. As the 0-1 is cut on and missed. That was actually in and out of the glove of Martirano, but Richmond stays put, and the count's 0-2 to Grenier. And right out of the gate tonight, Killian is not afraid to try to work these Baysox hitters in. He was trying to bust Richmond in. He got Stowers swinging on a little cutting slider right under his hands at a 3-2 pitch. And now it's 0-2 here to Grenier. Here's the pitch, and it's off the outside. A fastball, ball 1. Well, you know, one thing that stands out with a pitcher with outstanding numbers is you want to get to them early. Sometimes it takes an inning or two to kind of get their feel in a game, but once they get rolling, watch out. Let's see if Bowie can do that here with Killian. They're making him throw a lot of pitches at least. In this first, he delivers. And a fastball chopped weakly left side. Shortstop charges. He's got no play. They're going to throw behind Richmond, who turned the bag at second. It's an infield single for Caden Grenier. And the Baysox have 2 men on and only 1 man down in the first inning. Boy, a slow roller to the left side of the infield. By the mound, the third baseman Matheny tried to cut it off, cutting across the infield's grass. He couldn't get it, and he nearly collided with his shortstop Wilson. And when Wilson gloved it, he had no play. He was trying to avoid his teammate. So here's Dorian, the pitch, and he swings and foul tips it, or did he not? It gets behind Martirano. Killian comes up, and let's see if that was a foul ball or not. The count is 0-1 to Dorian, and we'll have to get a look here as to if the runners are up, and I believe they are here. Runners are up to second and third. Now, that's a pass ball, certainly on Martirano, who just didn't handle that heater.
Yeah, you can see him tap his chest and say, hey, that's my bad.
What an opportunity for the Baysox here against this right-hander. The 1-strike pitch to Dorian. And a swing and a miss. He beat him with a fastball right over the heart of the plate. It's 0-2. Now Dorian's hitting .247. He's got 13 home runs and 40 runs driven in. Third best in RBIs on the Baysox over the course of the season as a whole. The 0-2 pitch coming. And a swing and a lifted fly ball near the line in left. Fernandez is over in foul ground. He'll make the catch. It's deep enough to allow Richmond to tag and score. And the Baysox have a 1-0 lead. Though interesting that it's a long foul fly that puts Bowie in front tonight. And now Toby Walk will bat, a runner at second and 2 down in this first inning. And you always think about it, should you have caught that ball or not? I think this early in the game, it's a smart play to get the out.
Yeah, take the second out, You still leave the runner at second base. You never know with the middle of this order coming up what might happen, so take that one out.
Now here's Toby Welk, righty-righty matchup, and here's the pitch, and it's a breaking ball strike on the outside, and the count is 0-1. Welk was on 105.7 The Fan yesterday. Yeah, very interesting conversation in their daytime show. And one thing he talked about was not being intimidated at all as he swings and lashes one foul on the ground off to the right side. A bit behind a fastball, and the count is 0-2. Jason Luck-and-4, they asked Toby Welk if there was a moment when he realized that he could play at this level in baseball, and he said it was after his first at-bat in the minors. And he popped out to the first baseman, but he said he was right on the fastball. So much more velocity, of course, in the pro game than at the D3 level as he swings and grounds one foul back towards the backstop. And once again, Killian was working a hitter in. A fastball on the inside part of the plate, and Welk stays alive. So there's no doubt this ball player that was the D3 player of the year 2 years ago, he's a confident hitter. Off the back at second is Grenier. 1-0 Bowie in the game's opening half inning. Killian's 0-2 pitch, and it's off the outside. The appeal, Welk did check his swing. He did not go, and the count is now 1-2. Welk's playing in his 29th game with Bowie, and he's got 6 homers in 28 previous contests. He's hitting .221. You don't see many guys throwing 95 at the D3 level. When Welk said that was the thing he was worried about more than any other, the Orioles coaches down at Aberdeen said that they thought that he could get used to that velo. A 1-2 pitch. And a breaking ball hit in the air well. Deep left center field. It's going way back, and it's gone. Toby Welk is in his 7th home run. And the Baysox are off to a big start in Richmond. In game 1 of this series, 3-0 leading in the first inning.
Wow, Toby Welk taking that one out to left center field, and after Caleb Killian did not allow a run against Bowie just a couple of weeks ago, he surrendered 3 here with just 2 outs in the top of the first.
Boy, and Welk's power has been a big surprise in his game, and that's a 2-strike pitch. A breaking ball he hits out as here's Johnny Reiser, and the fastball's off the outside, and the count is 1-0. So it has been an elevated pitch count for Killian in this opening inning, but much more than that. 3 runs are on the board for the Baysox, who are getting to maybe Richmond's #1 starter here. He delivers, and it's a thigh-high strike on the outside with a fastball. 1-1 to Reiser, making his return to the Baysox lineup today. After in the middle of last week, he was a late scratch. He's been out really right around a week's time. Here's the pitch, and it's in there at the knees, and the count is now 1-2. Now, great to see Reiser back. Before taking a little bit of a respite here, he had hit 3 home runs in his last 5 games. Hitting .265 is Johnny, the 1-2 pitch, and he swings and misses for strike 3. So Killian, with a frustrating first, Toby Welk's 2-run home run has put the Baysox on top early. It's Bowie 3, Richmond to bat when we return on the Baysox Baseball Network.
This is how you get a premium cup of coffee. Better and faster than the drip, drip, drip method. And way better than a large urn of lukewarm coffee made who knows when. At Royal Farms, our new Swiss-made coffee machines grind fresh, premium beans on the spot and then brew them 1 cup at a time for the freshest, most flavorful cup of premium coffee you can buy. This is Royal Farms coffee. It's better because it's the freshest coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Hey, Baysox fans, individual game tickets for the 2021 season are available now by calling the Baysox ticket office at 301-464-4865. or purchasing online at Baysox.com. The Baysox are taking pride in providing a safe atmosphere for fans, players, and coaches in 2021. So we can't wait to see you at Prince George's Stadium. Again, the number 301-464-4865 or get tickets online at Baysox.com.
Stop by Money One Federal Credit Union and we'll show you how we've been helping area families since 1951. Money One can help your dreams become a reality with low rates on loans, high rates on savings, totally free checking, and convenient services. Money One Federal Credit Union. Better banking, better future.
Your front seat to the rising tide of the Orioles prospects on their way to Baltimore. This is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
Toby Wilkes' 2-run home run has the Baysox on top early. It's Bowie 3, and now Richmond will get their first cracks against the Baysox starter Cody Sedlock. 2-2 with a 4.70 ERA. Sedlock making his 14th appearance and 9th start of the year here for the Baysox. And against this Richmond lineup, he'll face Simon Whiteman, Will Wilson, and David Villar, 3 right-handed hitters here in the opening inning. Sedlock and the Bowie Road Grays goes to work with a 3-run lead in tow. He delivers. And a fastball strike just beneath the belt. And the count 0-1 here to Whiteman. Sedlock, one thing that stands out in his Bowie career has been his availability. He delivers. And a little slider off the outside. And the count 1-1. He has been healthy, knock on wood. I'm hitting my forehead. You see this, right, Paul?
Yeah.
And that's really a great sign. The durability of Sedlock late in 2019 and here in 21, he delivers. And there's that slider again, a strike on the outside. And the count 1-2 to the Ivy Leaguer, Simon Whiteman. A product of Yale. Sedlock, the right-hander throws, and a fastball lifted but foul and out of play off to the right side. Cody was drafted in 2016. He missed a lot of time with a forearm strain in 17. He then battled thoracic outlet syndrome, which is a shoulder issue, in 2018. And by being healthy since then, we've seen a velocity jump this year. As a breaking ball off the outside, Cody thought he had him, but it was away, and the count is 2-2. And we'll see if Sedlock can be in pro ball what he was in his collegiate career, which is a late bloomer. Yeah, he wasn't even a starting pitcher at Illinois till his junior year. He throws, swing and a miss. He got him on a fastball running up and in on Whiteman. So he gets Whiteman to chase, and Sedlock gets a strikeout to open his evening. There's one down, and now Will Wilson will come to the plate. 3-0 Bowie leads here in the bottom of the first inning.
You mentioned the thoracic problem that Sedlock has had. Nationals just announced today that Steven Strasburg would need surgery for that.
Wow, as there's a breaking ball cut on and missed. And the count is 0-1.
You think about some prominent pitchers. Matt Harvey comes to mind as somebody that has battled that too. And, sometimes pitchers don't come back the same from that type of an injury.
Yeah, you'd rather hurt your elbow than your shoulder as the pitch is off the outside. It looked like a changeup. The count is 1-1. Strasburg has made 7 starts in 2 years since signing the mega deal after being the 2019 World Series MVP. Here's the 1-1. And a fastball in there at the knees for strike 2. Here to Will Wilson. What would it be like, Paul, if your first name and your last name were almost the same? Hi, I'm Paul Paulson. I think I'd be Adam Adams.
There's got to be one out there somewhere, right?
As the wind of the 1-2 pitch to Will Wilson, and he takes a fastball up high, ball 2. When I was a youngster, the Washington Capitals goalie in hockey was Pete Peters.
It makes everything a little more streamlined, I guess.
Wilson. So Will Wilson batting, the count 2-2. Here's the pitch from Sedlock, and he got him on the outside with a slider, I should say. Oh, a beautiful slider for strike three looking, and what a start to the day for Sedlock. And I think that's one of those pitches there, Paul, that Wilson thinks is going to bend further off the outside, and it ended up staying on the plate.
Yeah, and that's huge for Sedlock to get that pitch to set up his night tonight, because if he's getting that, it really expands the zone for him to be able to go back and dig into the well again with it.
And now the powerful David VR, and he takes the fastball up and away, ball one. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Sedlock threw that, and I think Wilson thought that was going to dart off the outside. It just subtly stayed on the corner of the pitch, and it's cut out and missed, an off-speed pitch, and the count 1-1. VR's a powerful hitter. He's got 11 home runs this year, a .249 hitter on this season. He hit 13 homers in both 2018 and 19, so more than likely he'll eclipse that number as a fastball misses off the outside, and the count is 2-1. Big-time power leads to big-time strikeouts often, and VR has 5 consecutive multiple strikeout games. He, in fact, has got 11 strikeouts in his last 21 at-bats. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball line towards center, over towards the alley, it's down, and it's going to roll to the wall. Zach Watson will play it at the base of the wall, and VR is into second, standing with a 2-out double. Richmond trying to battle back early on here. The Baysox have a 3-0 lead, and Vince Fernandez will come to the plate. Veteran left-handed hitter in his second year, of course, in 3 seasons, or second year in 3 overall years of playing here at the AA level. He was a Hartford Yard Goat in 2019, but selected by the Giants in the minor league Rule 5 draft, and now here with Richmond. The first time today that Sedlock works from the stretch after he struck out the first 2 in the game. The Bowie right-hander sets and delivers, and a big curveball stays up high, and the count 1-0. Baysox getting 3 runs in the first, and the big swing of the bat was Toby Welk, hitting his 7th home run in just a month's time with Bowie. Out to left center in a tough park to do it. As here's the 1-0 to Fernandez, and a swing and a miss through a changeup, and the count 1-1. And Paul, you look back to Richmond just a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, taking 4 of 6 here in Bowie, and it was the home run that was the factor in that series.
Yeah, Richmond hit 11 home runs in that series against Bowie a few weeks ago. They just were dominating here at Prince George's Stadium. David VR, Vince Fernandez, a couple of guys that have done a lot of damage against this Bowie team this year. Bowie facing Richmond more than any other team in 2021. 24 times they'll face each other by the end of the year.
Yeah, they're right at the halfway point of that now. A 1-1 pitch, and a curveball stays well upstairs, and it's 2-1 here to Fernandez. So this is the 13th game, I believe, between these teams this year, and each team won the series on the road. Bowie took 4 of 6 in Richmond in late May, and Richmond here in Bowie turned the tide on the Baysox, winning 4 of 6 from Bowie here in what was the first week of July. That count is 2-1 to Fernandez. Runner at second, 2 down. The pitch, swing and a miss. Sedlock challenged him on the inner half, and Fernandez cut right through it. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Fernandez, a .248 hitter, and he's the team's leader with 13 homers on the year. The Diamond in Richmond is not a home run hitter's paradise, though. Much easier to hit one out in Bowie. As here it comes, and a swing and a soft roller right side. Right there at first is Welk. He'll glove it and run across the bag ahead of Fernandez, and with it, the inning is over. So a 2-out double and nothing more, or an inning in. The Baysox have a 3-0 lead on the Baysox Baseball Network. When visiting this summer, the newly renovated Crown Plaza Annapolis is the place to stay. The Crown Plaza Annapolis has 196 guest rooms and 10,000 square feet of flexible meeting space. Make sure to dine in our Annapolis Bar and Grill, open daily for breakfast and dinner. Located conveniently across from the Westfield Annapolis Mall, the Crown Plaza Annapolis is within walking distance of more than 40 dining options and plenty of shopping as well. We offer complimentary parking that can accommodate oversized vehicles and buses and have an indoor pool and jacuzzi with a 24-hour fitness center. Less than 5 miles from historic downtown Annapolis, the Crown Plaza Annapolis. Work, rest, and be restored.
Missed your ride? Don't worry, Commuter Crew has got you covered. If you miss your bus or carpool or van pool, you can take advantage of Commuter Crew's guaranteed ride-home program for free. Visit our website at www.aacounty.org/commutercrew for more information or sign up today at commuterconnections.org.
There's nothing like having the orange and black back in Bowie in 2021. This is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
Well, alongside Paul Fritschner, my name is Adam Pohl, as the Baysox have a 3-0 lead. And we now head to the top of the second inning, where Zach Watson will lead things off. It's the bottom third of the Bowie order. Watson, then Hudgens, and then Cullen. After what was a very long first for this right-hander, Caleb Killian. Well, Watson, what a first series he had in Bowie, especially on Saturday night. As here's the pitch, and he takes on the outside corner a fastball, strike one.
Yeah, Zach Watson, a home run on Saturday night, and then the game-winning hit, a line drive single down the third base line that Elioris Montero nearly snagged to save the game.
That next one, and it's just off the outside, and the count evens 1-1. What a play that was. It was incredible that Montero even got a glove on that liner.
Yeah, the bases were loaded. Bowie had the game-winning run at third base. He lined it down the left field line, and Montero jumped up and snagged it.
As he swings and lifts a foul straight back out of play. Killian's just working Watson with that fastball down and away here, and he's ahead 1-2.
As Montero came down with the ball, he dropped it, tried to go over and tag third, which also would have ended the inning, but it was to no avail. Bowie won.
A 1-2 pitch, and a slider, and a reaching swing, and a foul out of play into the upper deck on the right side, and it stays a ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, Montero had a few cracks at it, and when he tried to pick up the ball and erase to third, he forgot the ball when it was on the ground. Easier said than done when you're in a hurry. Here's the pitch, and it's lifted back out of play. Fastball into the screen, another fastball away. So they worked Watson with 4 pitches, all towards the outside corner. They count 1-2 to the Bowie right-handed hitting center fielder, who has been in the lineup night in and night out since coming here a week ago. His Double-A debut was a week ago tonight. Here's the pitch. And he swings and lifts this one in the air to left field. Playable for Fernandez, though, who on the back pedal will make the catch with plenty of room to spare. Now Watson retired, 1 down. And now the designated hitter, Chris Hudgens, will come to the plate. And, you know, Paul, we really didn't see Hudgens in a DH role often over the course of really the last 2 months. But with the way he swung the bat last week, he's been a DH time and time again of late here for the Baysox.
Yeah, now he has found himself as the designated hitter in this lineup more than any other player has been the DH.
How about that? Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball's upstairs. And the count is 1-0 here to Hudgens.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the position breakdown of this team, the DH spot is far and away the most inconsistent position.
As here's the next one. And a breaking ball misses in. And the count is 2-0. In fact, Martirano dropped that baseball trying to frame it on the inside corner.
17 different players, Adam, have been the DH at some point this year for Bowie. So that just kind of goes to show tonight is Hudgens' 17th time doing it.
The next one. And a fastball is hit in the air, down the line and right, but curling foul and into the Richmond bullpen area. And it's now 2-1.
You compare that with their most consistent position, shortstop, where Grenier has been the shortstop 55 of the team's 70 games.
Well, Hudgens is swinging the bat well enough to get a chance to just hit in a game often. Here's the 2-1. And a high fastball gets a swing and a miss. And the count's 2-2. He had 3 multi-hit games in 5 played against Hartford. Well, let's see if he can keep doing it here on the road. The average above that 200 mark now at 203 of the year. The 2-2 coming, and a line foul back to the screen off an elevated fastball. Now, tonight for Hudgens is his 40th game played in what is Bowie's 71st of the year. He's got 7 homers and 21 driven in on the season. Now wind to the 2-2 from Killian. And a slider line down the line in right field. And it drops foul. Boy, that was about 3 or 4 feet foul. There was no chance for Rincones, the right fielder. And as that one landed, obviously that had double written all over it. But we're seeing a lot of these elongated at-bats here for Killian, a pitcher that got through 7 innings in a start 16 days ago against Bowie. That's going to be tough here. As another foul fly out of play to the right side off a heater.
You look at that way the baseball is changing just as a whole now. You're not seeing the same types of games that you were 20 years ago. You're seeing these games where hitters are extending at-bats into 6, 7, 8 pitches routinely.
Count is 2-2, and here it comes. And a swing and a line drive to right center. It's down a base hit. What an at-bat for Hudgens. Basabe plays it on a hop, throws it in towards second, and Hudgens wins the long battle. A single to right center. He's on with 1 down in the inning, and now another batter that's really starting to get it going. And doing it with that grinding style, Greg Cullen will come to the plate. Cullen's got hits in 5 straight entering tonight. He's always got a smile on his face, doesn't he, Paul?
He does.
Some people obviously are good enough to play this and get paid for it, right? So it's a job. Greg Cullen doesn't look like he's doing a job. As here's the pitch. And it's a cold strike, thigh high, and the count is 0-1. And you just have to love and embrace that joy for the game that Cullen brings to the table. And he's maybe even more excited because he was injured in his first AA game. But he has come back and he's started to get it going. I mean, he's got a .426 on base percentage with the Baysox. More walks than strikeouts, the 0-1. And he swings and lifts a fly ball near the line and left. Curling and foul. And the count is 0-2. He's got 15 walks in 17 games. That's an incredible number for a guy that's not known to be a prolific power hitter. He's not the profile of a hitter that you're trying to work around because he's going to hit the ball out of the ballpark against you.
No doubt about that one. I mean, you look at his stature, 5'10", 190 pounds. But he gets up there, and he's made great contact this last week.
The 0-2 pitch, and a swing and a miss, strike 3.
Maybe I should just be quiet.
Threw it with a little cut on it, an off-speed pitch. And Cullen actually fouled it into the glove of the catcher, Martirano. 3rd strikeout of the night for Killian. 2 down to the inning, a runner at first. And now a man that can regularly hit it out of the ballpark, Kyle Stowers to the plate. It's so interesting to have a guy with the hitting profile of Stowers be in the leadoff spot in the order. As here's the pitch, and it's a fastball missing low, and the count is 1-0. But boy, Stowers is doing damage, isn't he? I mean, he has hit .350 with 6 homers in July. He hit a homer again on Sunday in a Bowie defeat, and it was a liner that got out in an instant. I hope you didn't blink. Pitch, and he swings and misses it, and a pitch on the outer half. And the count is 1-1.
StatCast tracks just about everything except how fast a ball leaves the yard. And if it tracked that, I mean, it had to have gotten out of here in 2 to 3 seconds. It was quick.
Remember that home run from Mark McGuire
Yes.
to set the record back in the day? That's how that one looked from Stowers on Sunday, as he takes a little sinker down, and the count's 2 balls and a strike. 3-0 Bowie leads. We're here in the top of the second. Toby Welk has done it again. A 2-run home run to stake Bowie to this advantage. Hudgens at first with 2 down. And now the 2-1 pitch from the right-hander in Killian. He throws, and it's off the inside, ball 3. Yeah, a lot of times the guys like Stowers and Richmond, you try to make the perfect pitch, put it right there on the black of the plate, and all of a sudden you end up finding yourself down in the count in advantageous hitting counts. As here's the 3-1 to Stowers, and he swings and grounds it towards the middle. The shortstop playing him there, Wilson Gloves, and he'll take it on the run to the back himself ahead of Hudgens, and with it the inning is over. 6 unassisted on the force out, and we head to the last of the second in Richmond. Bowie leads 3-0 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Baysox Futures Club is the coolest club around and it's free to join for kids ages 3 to 12. Each season of the Baysox Futures Club will feature members-only events, discount ticket offers, and fun for all. When your kids come out to the ballpark for their first game of the season, they can pick up their free gift at our Fan Assistance Center. Registering for the Baysox Future Club is free and easy. Just go to baysox.com/kids and fill out the online form. The Baysox Futures Club. Join today.
Injuries are part of the game, and not just in baseball, with any job. To reduce pain, doctors sometimes prescribe opioid medications. They're effective, but they can be addictive, and that's when intended solutions turn into problems. At Chesapeake Employers Insurance, our health services team provides swift, thorough, and appropriate treatment for your employees. And that includes strict monitoring of prescriptions for potentially addictive opioids. It can be a game saver. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
From our roots at Memorial Stadium to Prince George's Stadium, this is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
So we head now to the bottom of the second inning, and the Baysox have a 3-0 lead, as here is Diego Rincones. He'll lead things off here for Richmond. 8 series are left in the year, Paul, and it's very interesting. You look at the 3 teams that are ahead of Bowie in the standings. As Cody Sedlock's into the wide, here's the pitch, and it's in there, a strike, with a running offering on the inside part of the plate. Our Ralph Grunner, team historian, with us here tonight in the booth, did such a great job of documenting the schedules down the stretch here as the fastball's above the belt and the count is 1-1. And, what he showed is that you have Portland leading the way right now, then Somerset, Akron, and Bowie, the 1-1, and it's inside ball 2. And really, of those 4 teams, Portland has by far the easiest remaining schedule.
Just 1 series the rest of the year against a team above 500.
They do have to play New Hampshire twice. They gave Bowie fits, an outstanding hitting team. The wind to the 2-1 from Sedlock, and a fastball is lifted foul straight back out of play, and the count is 2-2. Rincones, then Basabe, and then Martirano in the second inning. Bowie, Somerset, and Akron all play 6 teams with a winning record in their last 8 series. As a fastball's up high, And the count now runs full. 3-2 to Rincones, leading off this second inning for Richmond.
Yeah, Harrisburg and Reading are the two exceptions to that for Bowie.
Baysox just finished a series with Hartford, the worst team in the league. It's a breaking ball, caught him on the outside. He threw him that slider, the same pitch that he gets Wilson with. Strike three looking. A slider dotting the outside corner. And one retired in the second inning. Sedlock struck out 3 of the first 5, 2 looking. And here is the newcomer, Luis Alexander Basabe, who came up in the Red Sox system, but actually first reached Double-A in the White Sox organization. Basabe, a former big leaguer, briefly a few years ago, as he swings and grounds the first pitch to the right side. Cullens there, the second baseman, and he throws him out and quickly 2 down. Basabe played 9 games in the majors with San Francisco a year ago. The 2 outs, nobody on, 3-0 Bowie. And here's Brandon Martirano. The Baysox do not play Portland this year. They've already finished their series with Akron. They went 4-8 against the Rubber Ducks. And next week it's Somerset on the docket as a fastball to Martirano's line for a base hit into center. First pitch swinging for the Richmond catcher. And a second time today, a 2-out base hit. And now the left-handed hitting third baseman Shane Matheny will come to the plate. Though, Paul, when you look at it, it's so unusual to have this in the final 2 months of the year. And really, that's where we are. We got about 2 months left here. And in these final 8 series of the year, for a team out of your division, the Baysox have a home and home. They played 12 games with Somerset, the Yankees affiliate. That's going to be an enormous stretch of games to see if Bowie can get into that championship series. As a fastball strike in the knees and the count 0-1.
Yeah, those 12 games may very well determine whether Bowie is playing in that championship series, because Somerset will come here to Bowie with just a couple of weeks left in the regular season. That's the second to last homestand here at Prince George's Stadium.
And we talk about the top 4, but there's really 7 teams in the hunt, and Richmond is a part of that equation. Here's the pitch, and a curveball bends down and in, and the count is now 1-1. Paul went through the standings previously, but Richmond is 38-34. So the Baysox are 2 games out of a playoff spot. Richmond is 6 out. Now, this is a huge series between these two. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball in there at the knees. Strike 2. Boy, that was a good job by Richmond to show that pitch to the home plate umpire. It did not hit the target perfectly, but Adley was able to not go down and get the pitch with his glove, but really present it in a good way to get the call. 1-2 the count. As Sedlock throws, and it's just off the outside, about a thigh-high fastball, and it's 2-2 here to Matheny. So Matheny is hitting .197. He's got 2 home runs and 11 driven in. This is 44th game. Comes from a professional sports family, if you will. His father is a golf pro. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball bending low. Ball 3. Still, though, this is a guy you want to go after if you are the Baysox. Matheny has struggled this season. Matheny, just like Adley Rutschman and Caden Grenier, a Pac-12 player, as he played collegiately at Washington State. Martirano will be running with a pitch. There he goes. Here comes a 3-2 from Sedlock, and he lost a fastball up and away, ball 4. Matheny aboard, and Richmond looking for some 2-out magic. They've got 2 men on, 2 down, and here's their designated hitter, Sandro Fabian. A ball player that had not played much baseball in the 2 seasons leading in to this 2021. Of course, everybody lost the 2020 campaign. But he had a thyroid issue that caused him to play just 54 games in 2019. He's playing his 53rd game of 2021 already tonight. 3-0 Bowie leads, 2-on-2 down in the second as Sedlock deals, and it's in there. He took a bit off for strike one on the outside. Richmond got a 2-out double from VR in the first, but Sedlock coaxed a ground ball out to first by Vince Fernandez to end the inning. Trying to do the same thing here with runners at first and second to the second. He throws, and it's that slider again, but off the outside. That's been his best pitch tonight, and the count is 1-1.
And he keeps trying to go back to it. Like I said, he got that one strikeout on the outside pitch in that first inning, but it hasn't really been here in the second inning, dancing around that outside corner.
The Bowie right-hander throws, and it's in the dirt. Richmond blocks it down right on top of the plate, and the count is 2-1 as he went off speed once again there. Sedlock walks to the backside of the hill, kicks at the clean cleaner, touches his forehead, now grabs the rosin bag and tosses it down, trying to get a good feel of that baseball on a very hot and humid July night in Richmond, Virginia. It's a night where the temperature is like a fastball, 95 degrees. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball left side, diving at third. Dorian from foul ground to his feet. Throw, save on a bang play. Oh my, Dorian nearly with a magical play, diving to his backhand side, coming up a step in foul ground and making a throw, but Fabian just did beat it out. There's nothing more Dorian could have done there, but now the bases are loaded, and here's Simon Whiteman back to the top of the order.
The fact that he even made that throw close was incredible, but boy, he nearly got the runner in Sandro Fabian, safe by just a step.
Well, all of a sudden here, a big spot early in this game. 3 in a row, reaching with 2 down in the second inning. As here is Whiteman and the pitch. And a fastball hit in the air to center. It's deep. Watson's going back on the run. Makes the catch on the warning track to end the inning. Boy, Whiteman got a fastball over the plate. He hit it a long ways, but Watson runs it down. Richmond threatens, but they do not score. They leave them loaded, and we head to the third. 3-0 Bowie on the Baysox Baseball Network. At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call at 301-577-1021 or find out more about how we can help you at DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
All season long, fireworks will light up the sky at Prince George's Stadium. Come see the great post-game spectacle with fireworks from ZY Pyrotechnics. Fireworks shows will follow every Saturday night game starting in June and several Friday night games as well. So get a Baysox schedule and pick a special firework night to enjoy. Get tickets at 301-464-4865 or purchase right now at Baysox.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team providing professional, organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. Call today or visit www.onthegreeninc.com for a free lawn care analysis. Did you know On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services for mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more? Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated.
Your home of the 2015 Eastern League champions. This is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
Oh, that was a big out for Sedlock on a fly ball to deep center field. but it keeps Bowie's 3-0 lead intact. We go to the third inning. To the plate is Adley Rutschman. And with the call, here's Pohl Fritschner.
Thank you very much, Adam. Yeah, one of the last times we saw Adley Rutschman here down at the Diamond, it was a dramatic late home run on a Sunday afternoon in May. And now here is Rutschman again. The first pitch to him hits him on the hip. He throws his bat over the dugout, and he'll go down to first base. He whipped that pack over to the Bowie on-deck circle. A fastball getting him right on the right hip. Hitting as a left-handed hitter, Bowie has the leadoff man aboard for the first time tonight, and Caleb Killian is still struggling here into this third inning. He was so dominant, throwing 7 scoreless innings in that start a couple of weeks ago against Bowie, but he is struggling here tonight. Now it's Caden Grenier to the plate. Grenier singled and scored his last time up when Toby Welk hit a home run in that top of the first inning. Grenier waiting on the pitch, and here it comes. And it's a fastball down the middle. That's a called strike 1. Dorian waits on deck. Welk will bat after in a game that Bowie leads 3-0 right now. The tying run was on base for Richmond, as Adam just mentioned, in the bottom of the second inning, but Bowie got out of it. Here's the 0-1 to Caden Grenier with Rutschman off of first base. Grenier waiting in the pitch. He shows bunt, pulls it back. The pitch was in the dirt with a fastball. Rutschman down to second, and he slides in safely on the pass ball. Adley Rutschman takes an extra 90 feet, moves up into scoring position, and the Baysox are in business with a runner at second base and nobody out here in this top of the third inning. Caden Grenier batting in the 3 spot as he flip-flopped with Kyle Stowers, who had been in the 3 spot. But Stowers moves up to the leadoff spot now. And Grenier is batting behind Rutschman. Then it's Dorian and Welk. So much power in the middle part of this order. Here's Grenier in a 1-1 count. Killian out of the stretch. The pitch. And Grenier lines it into right field, a base hit. Around third to score is Rutschman. Rincones plays it back in. The throw to the plate is not in time. Rutschman scores, and it's 4-0. The Baysox lead it. A 3-run first and 2 batters into the third. Rutschman is hit by a pitch, and just a couple of pitches later, Grenier singles into right. Grenier's 2 for 2 tonight, and Grenier makes it a 4-0 game. Now it's Patrick Dorian to the plate. He had a sacrifice fly in the first inning. A fly ball down the left field line that Vince Fernandez caught in foul territory to drive in Adley Rutschman. Dorian goes up swinging and fouls it straight down into his foot, and the count's 0-1. But the pitch count is climbing for Caleb Killian, who is now at 54 pitches with still no outs in this top of the third inning. Welk waits, but Bowie has already pushed across a run. The 0-1 delivery to Patrick Dorian. And it's in there for a called strike. Down to second goes the runner. Grenier, the throw, and it is in time. The shortstop, Wilson, came over to cover. He applied the tag. The throw from Martirano was right on the money, and Grenier is retired for the first out of this top of the third inning. That's a big first out for this Richmond team as they try to get out of this inning with no more damage done. It's an 0-2 count to Dorian. Here's the pitch, and he takes it up and in, a fastball. A ball and 2 strikes. Killian trying to get him to chase that elevated fastball there. Welk will bat next. Then it would be Reiser. Dorian trying to make something happen here at the plate. Restart a little rally. The 1-2 pitch. And he hits that one foul over to the third base side. One into the screen, and it stays 1-2. Bowie in their road gray jerseys. They're in the third base dugout. And Richmond in the home white jerseys. Richmond over in the first base dugout. 1-2 pitch to Dorian, and he swings right through a fastball. That's strike 3. So Dorian is retired. That's the 4th strikeout for the Baysox tonight. Kyle Stowers, Johnny Reiser, Greg Cullen, and now Patrick Dorian have all struck out. But that's all batting around the 4 runs that Bowie has scored so far. Adley Rutschman walked. Dorian drove him in with the RBI sac fly. Then Welk's 7th home run. He's back to the plate now. First pitch into Welk. That's a strike, and it's 0-1 to the Baysox first baseman. 1 for 1 tonight with that home run to left center field. Just kind of sneaking out of the diamond out there. Not a very hitter-friendly park. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that's upstairs. And the count's 1-1. I mentioned it's not really a hitter-friendly ballpark, but Bowie did put together some home runs in that series back in the middle of May. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that's called for a strike. Another little slider there in at 1-2. Bowie only hit 5 home runs in that 6-game series back in May. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and he lines it foul down the right field line. Welk stays alive, 1-2. And 2 of those 5 home runs came in the same game. That series with Richmond back then in May is tied with the Akron series in June for the fewest home runs Bowie has hit in a series this year. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a foul ball into the glove of Martirano. That is strike 3. 5 strikeouts now for Caleb Killian, but Bowie does score a run. Rutschman's hit by a pitch with the first pitch of the inning. Grenier later singles him in, and the Baysox have a 4-0 lead into the bottom of the 3rd on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
To keep up with all the Baysox fun this year, make sure to follow the team on social media. Follow at Bowie Baysox on Twitter and Instagram, and like the Bowie Baysox on Facebook to stay up to date on promotions, news, scores, and more. With all of the exciting prospects in Bowie in 2021, this will be a season you will not want to miss. Again, that's at Bowie Baysox on Twitter and Instagram, and like the Bowie Baysox on Facebook.
Stop by Money One Federal Credit Union and we'll show you how we've been helping area families since 1951. Money One can help your dreams become a reality with low rates on loans, high rates on savings, totally free checking, and convenient services. Money One Federal Credit Union. Better banking, better future.
Your front seat to the rising tide of the Orioles prospects on their way to Baltimore. This is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
Back now in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and the Baysox have a comfortable 4-0 lead. Cody Sedlock back to the mound for his 3rd inning of work. Sedlock will face Wilson, Villar, and Fernandez here. The first pitch to Wilson, and it's up and in. A ball in, no strikes. Wilson struck out looking his first time up. Villar then doubled. Fernandez grounded out to first. That's how the first inning came to an end. A 1-0 pitch into Wilson. And Sedlock misses with a fastball low and away. So Sedlock's pitch count is up there a little bit. He's now at 41 pitches, about to be 42 here into this bottom of the 3rd inning. But Wilson, Villar, and Fernandez. Wilson, a right-handed hitter, a shortstop, the 2-0 pitch, and he swings through that one. Slider there, and it's 2-1. My goodness, he was taking a big cut. But Wilson comes up empty, and it's 2-1. 4-0 Bowie into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Now the 2-1 delivery, And a changeup gets him to swing and miss, and it's 2-2. Great positioning on that changeup from Cody Sedlock down below the knees, diving away from the bat. Count is even to the leadoff batter in the third inning. VR waits the pitch, and he swings through another changeup. That's strike 3. Wilson is retired. That's the 4th strikeout of the night for Cody Sedlock. 2 of them have come at the hands of Will Wilson, and there's 1 retired. David VR now to the plate, then Fernandez, then Rincones, with Bowie leading 4-0 right now. David VR doubled the last time up, one of 3 Richmond hits so far. The pitch to him, and Sedlock falls behind with a ball to start off the 2nd straight batter of this 3rd inning. That one missing a little upstairs. Across the chest of David VR. Now the 1-0 delivery, and that falls into the zone for strike 1. Fernandez waiting. VR, the first baseman for this Flying Squirrels team and such a powerful threat in this lineup, has done so much damage against Bowie this year. The 1-1, and it dives underneath the bat again of VR. A swing and a miss by his feet. And that off-speed pitch for Cody Sedlock is really working here tonight. Trying to get his 5th strikeout of the evening. 1-2 delivery to David VR. Here it comes. And it's just off the plate away with a fastball, 2-2. Adley Rutschman was setting up and in, but Sedlock missed a little low and away with that fastball. Maybe trying to deceive David VR there. The count is 2-2. The right-hander out of the line, into the delivery. And it's a ground ball foul down the third baseline again. Home plate umpire tonight is Steven Jashinsky. At third base, it's Kelvis Velez. And at first base, it's Emil Jimenez, a crew that Bowie has seen one previous time on this season. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Sedlock set and the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball into center field. Zach Watson backhand to his right. Makes the catch, and that's out number 2. 3 straight batters retired by Cody Sedlock, and Vince Fernandez will come to the plate. Fernandez back in the 1st inning with 2 outs and a runner on second base. Had a chance to bring Richmond back within a couple of runs, but he grounded out to first. Bowie took a 3-0 lead into that 2nd inning. Then Bowie expanded on it in the 3rd. That RBI for the Baysox. RBI single from Caden Grenier. Now the pitch in, and that's called for a strike to Vince Fernandez. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd. Bowie up by 4 right now against Caleb Killian. The 0-1 from Sedlock, and that's grounded foul over to the Richmond dugout. And Sedlock has Fernandez behind 0-2. Sedlock goes back to the rosin bag. Digs his cleats into the cleat cleaner on the mound. Right-hander for Bowie, the former 1st-round pick, reascends the mound, and on the rubber is set into the 0-2 delivery. And it's a swing and a miss, strike 3. He's done it again. 5 strikeouts now for Cody Sedlock. 4 straight batters retired. Cody is looking good at the diamond tonight. Into the 4th inning we go, and the Baysox have a 4-0 lead on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Missed your ride? Don't worry, Commuter Crew has got you covered. If you miss your bus or carpool or van pool, you can take advantage of Commuter Crew's guaranteed ride home program for free. Visit our website at www.aacounty.org/commutercrew for more information, or sign up today at commuterconnections.org.
Hey Baysox fans, individual game tickets for the 2021 season are available now by calling the Baysox ticket office at 301-464-4865 or purchasing online at baysox.com. The Baysox are taking pride and providing a safe atmosphere for fans, players, and coaches in 2021. So we can't wait to see you at Prince George's Stadium. Again, the number 301-464-4865 or get tickets online at Baysox.com.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
There's nothing like having the orange and black back in Bowie in 2021. This is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
Top of the fourth inning here on the Baysox Baseball Network, and Bowie leads it 4-0. Johnny Reiser to the plate, and Caleb Killian starts him off with a fastball up and away, ball one. Johnny Reiser tonight struck out to end the first inning. He's back up for a second time. We haven't seen Johnny in a few games. There's the 1-0 pitch, and that's up and out, 2-0. Didn't really get an official word on Johnny, but we know he's had some injury issues before in his career.
Yeah, he was day to day, but, when you really think of it, aren't we all?
The 2-0 pitch to Reiser, and that's called for a strike, catching just enough of the outer edge of the plate. That's exactly right. You just wake up the next day and you say, hey, you know what? We're here. We've made it. 2 balls and a strike.
It's a morbid way of thinking.
To the left fielder, Reiser. And he takes that one outside for ball 3. But
yeah, one time, Paul, I had a family member from England, right? And I said goodnight to him, and he looked at me. I said, I'll see you in the morning. And he said, God willing.
Here's the 3-1, and it's hit in the air to center field. Reiser puts his head down, runs to first, but that ball is caught by Basabe in straightaway center for out number 1.
I have never had somebody shake me with 2 words more than that. I mean, he said, God willing. I was like, no, we will be here eating a Danish together at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Tea time?
We did. We survived. We made it. God willing. God was willing.
And now here we are. Zach Watson will come up, and now there is a brief pause as the home plate umpire, Steven Jashinsky, and Brandon Martirano come out to the mound.
Yeah, this is not good. The athletic trainer's coming out to see if Killian's all right. The Richmond starter, he was at 63 pitches through 3 innings, and now the conversation's happening. And whenever the trainer comes out, usually that means it's going to be the end of the day for the starter.
Yeah, you can see Killian just continually putting his thumb up and saying, I'm okay. And Guterman, the trainer, Josh Guterman, will head back to the dugout. He says he's okay, and now Killian stepping off the mound and refusing to come out. And it looks like Killian will stay in this game.
Steve Klein is the pitching coach of the Richmond. He's having a conversation, the former Orioles reliever right now, with the athletic trainer.
So he won't even throw another warm-up pitch. It'll be Zach Watson to the plate. Watson 0 for 1 today. Here it comes. And Watson swings through a changeup there, and it's 0-1.
Maybe this is complete speculation, but it could even be something like a blister.
Yep. Watson flew out to left field his first time up to begin the second inning. The pitch, and it bounces through the left-handed batter's box, 1-1. You look at Watson and the rest of these Bowie players that have ascended from Aberdeen. Aberdeen, of course, having a spectacular season this year. And these Aberdeen players really don't lose a step coming up to Double-A. The 1-1 pitch missing with a fastball, low and away. But you look at Reiser, Kyle Stowers, Toby Welk, the rest. Greg Cohen has come up through this system this year. Zach Watson, the latest in that long line. The 2-1 pitch, and Watson fouls it off his foot. And Kyle Bronovich on the mound. Felix Bautista. Bowie in this second half of the season has really just become the Aberdeen Ironbirds.
Yeah, and I think that it's not going to be like that every year, but because we lost 2020, a lot of players that would have been in Bowie throughout 2020 and probably started this year in AAA instead started this year here at the AA level, and it has seen even more movement in the system than in a usual season.
The 2-2 pitch, Watson lifts it foul, backing over the plate, and it stays 2-2.
And let's be honest, out of the gate, the Baysox are winning, and we've had all these moves, but we started to struggle a bit. So the last 2 weeks to win consecutive series here, it's really been big to see for the Baysox with this young team.
The 2-2 pitch, swinging a line drive down the left field line into the outfield, a base hit. Watson is on for the first time tonight. A 1-out single for the Baysox center fielder. But yeah, Adam, you look back at the way the Baysox season has transpired, and the Baysox were in first place every day from May 26th till July 1st when they dropped back a game back into second place. But the way you look at this season, the one thing Bowie has done is beat the teams that they should beat.
Right.
They beat the teams that are towards the bottom of this league. Check back to first and back in time as Watson. Now, Bowie did lose their series against New Hampshire, but New Hampshire, even though they are at 31 and 37 on the year, they have scored the second most runs in this league behind Bowie. Here's the first pitch to Chris Hudgens, who swings through it for strike one. So even losing that series to New Hampshire wasn't necessarily a huge indictment on the Baysox, but you look at the rest of the way, you look at how Bowie's played against Hartford, finishing 8-4 on the season. Bowie won't play Hartford again. Bowie is beat up on the likes of Harrisburg, Reading, and the rest. The 0-1 pitch fouled away over to the right side. Binghamton. You look at Hartford right now, Adam, and Hartford is at 22-49, and it is July 27th. Bowie won their 22nd game of the season on June 8th. June 8th, nearly 2 months ago, and that is where Hartford is right now. Puts into perspective how good of a start Bowie had to this year. Killian checks to first, Watson back in time. Still 0-2 to Hudgens.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So, obviously the Baysox have played pretty well against teams around them. They're going to have to beat those teams down the stretch. But with all this roster movement, the other teams have had that movement as well.
The 0-2 delivery, swinging a ground ball to the left side. At third base, it's Matheny. He throws to first, and that is out number 2. It looked like he might have had a shot at second base. He double clutched, then went back to first.
Yeah, we could not tell, but my guess with that is that Watson was probably running with a pitch. I mean, that ball was hit sharply to third. If Watson is not running with that pitch, it's probably an inning-ending double play. So the fact that he's at second is big here. It gives Cullen, a hot hitter for the Baysox, a chance to add on to the lead.
And Greg Cullen struck out his first time up, but looking to extend that hitting streak at 5 games right now. Dorian also with a 5-gamer, but he does not have a hit in either of his plate appearances tonight. Cullen, a left-handed hitting second baseman, batting with 2 outs in the fourth. Bowie leading 4-0, the pitch, and it's up and out for ball 1. But you look at the rest of this season for Bowie, and it is going to be very challenging. So important to win the games that you need to win. Bowie with a couple of series left against teams below 500. One against Reading, one against Harrisburg. The 1-0 pitch, there goes the runner off to third, but he goes back to second. They try to back pick Watson. The throw not in time. He started for third. I don't know if maybe he realized he got a bad jump and retreated, or if that was the design, but either way, Martirano tried to throw behind him. Wilson applied the tag, but it was not in time. May have also just been an aggressive secondary lead, but broadcasting remotely, the camera angle kind of cuts off where Watson left the frame there. A 1-1 count to Greg Cullen. Here's the pitch, and Cullen grounds it to the right side, but just foul, and he's behind 1-2. Bowie 3 runs in the first, 1 more in the third. And now Cullen will have to battle behind 1-2 in the count. This game being played down in Richmond, Virginia at the Diamond, the last series of the season in Richmond this year. The second and final time Bowie will be there. The 1-2 pitch, swinging another ground ball foul to the right side. Cullen out ahead of these changeups as the lineup will go back over to Kyle Stowers for the next plate appearance. Bowie with 2 outs in this 4th inning. Still Caleb Killian, the starting pitcher on the mound for this Flying Squirrels team. The 1-2 pitch to Greg Cullen. And it's a fastball low by his feet, 2-2. Cullen a good eye there to not try and chase and golf down at a pitch by his feet. Kyle Stowers batting next is 0 for 2 today, but a runner in scoring position right now for Bowie. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the 4th inning. Bowie ahead by 4, but looking for more. Cullen waving the bat above his shoulder. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And it's a fastball called strike 3 on the inner edge of the plate, and the inning is over. Cullen locked up with a fastball. They leave a runner in scoring position. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th with the Baysox leading it 4-0 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Baysox fans, watch the Orioles Stars of Tomorrow today with MILB.TV. With all home games and most away games streamed live, the only place to watch the Baysox on your phone or computer is MILB.TV. Subscribe today and watch up to 5,000 games from all teams across the minor league baseball live or on demand. Download the MILB First Pitch app from Google Play or Apple App Store to watch on the go. Use promo code Baysox at checkout to save $10 on the yearly subscription. Visit MILB.TV for details.
Are you seeing mice chew through your food in the pantry? What about ants just coming and going as they please in your house? Are you tired of getting bit by mosquitoes and ticks every time you go outside? Well, give Old Bay Pest Control a call, and we guarantee to remove any pest in your household. One pest is too many. Old Bay Pest Control, 443-603-5651. That's 443-603-5651.
Stop by Money One Federal Credit Union, and we'll show you how we've been helping area families since 1951. Money One can help your dreams become a reality with low rates on loans, high rates on savings, totally free checking, and convenient services. Money One Federal Credit Union. Better banking, better future.
From our roots at Memorial Stadium to Prince George's Stadium, this is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
Cody Sedlock takes this Baysox lead into the bottom of the 4th inning. Paul Fritschner, Adam Pohl with you on the Baysox Baseball Network, bringing you Baysox baseball all week long, all season long. Broadcasting remotely today, tomorrow, and Thursday from Prince George's Stadium. Here's Diego Rincones to the plate. He struck out looking his first time up. He goes up swinging, flies this one into left field. Coming in for it is Johnny Reiser. He calls everybody off, and he makes the catch for out number 1.
Well, we got some daytime baseball tomorrow, Paul, so it's a quick turnaround for the Baysox. A rare midweek day game. You see a lot more of that in a regular non-COVID season when teams can bring kids out to the ballpark. But tomorrow's going to be a noon start.
12:05 tomorrow afternoon, so I'll have that game for you, and then Thursday we'll go back to night games. The rest of the series
even on Sunday,
made up of night games. Yeah, 5 o'clock start on Sunday, which you don't generally see. Here's the pitch to Basabe, and he takes it up and away. He was showing bunt, but he pulled the bat back on a ball that drew Richmond out of his crouch. Yeah, because of the new rules this year and the travel agreements, I was surprised that Richmond and Somerset were allowed to start their games that late. Here's the 1-0 pitch and a swing and a miss and an off-speed there, and it's 1-1. But you could see that maybe Richmond could start their game at 5:05, but it's Somerset too. And Richmond only about 2 hours from here, a little bit longer, but Somerset pushing 3.5 up there in New Jersey. They both starting their next two Sunday games around 5 o'clock. The 1-1 pitch, a curveball breaking in the inner half of the plate, strike two.
There is a right-hander warming in the Richmond pen. Rafi Vizcaíno, 25-year-old Dominican right-hander. He may be on in the fifth inning.
Brandon Martirano next. Here's the 1-2, and Sedlock gets a swing and a miss. Strike three. That's now 6 straight batters retired by Cody Sedlock. That's his 6th strikeout of the night. 4 of them have been swinging. 2 of them have been looking. And he has 2 outs in this 4th inning.
Boy, Sedlock's had a great night, hasn't he? And it looked like the changeup there that got him. But for Cody, this is a 4th consecutive inning that he's gotten the first 2 men out in an inning. And that is so big to get off to a good start.
Brandon Martirano, the batter, and he takes ball 1, low and away on another breaking ball. Martirano a single in the 2nd inning. The number 7 batter in this lineup. Martirano, a right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a foul ball over to the right side, popped into the stands, and it's 1-1. I wonder how the fans down in Richmond stack up with the Gold Glove caliber Prince George's Stadium fans.
Our fans, they shine with a leather, don't they?
They do. The midshipmen last week on Navy Night made some spectacular plays in the stands.
Yes.
A ball and a strike from Sedlock to Martirano. Here's the pitch. And he goes upstairs with it by his chest, 2-1. It really is funny. Looking around, we have such a great view here in the press box of all of the fans, except the ones that sit right above us in the diamond view. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and it's a fly ball into center field, sending Watson back. He's to the warning track, now circling under, and he makes the catch. Boy, that one carried, but finally came down into the glove of Watson. 7 straight retired by Sedlock as we head to the 5th. It's Bowie 4, Richmond nothing on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Stop by Money One Federal Credit Union and we'll show you how we've been helping area families since 1951. Money One can help your dreams become a reality with low rates on loans, high rates on savings, totally free checking, and convenient services. Money One Federal Credit Union. Better banking, better future.
Enjoy Baysox baseball on your schedule and save over 30% off regular game day ticket prices with a Baysox 8-ticket Fielder's Choice package. These tickets are undated and can be used at your convenience throughout the season. Choose to use them all at once or spread them out over multiple games. It's your choice. You'll sit up close to all the on-field action in box seats and can choose weekend games, weekday games, or mix it up. Come to 8 games by yourself, 4 games with 2 people, or any combination you wish. Order your Baysox Fielder's Choice ticket package online at baysox.com or call the ticket office at 301-464-4865.
From bug bites to burns, fevers to flu, and bruises to broken bones, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
There's nothing like having the orange and black back in Bowie in 2021. This is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
We head now into the 5th inning in a game that Bowie has dominated early on. Cody Sedlock is looking spectacular. He's looking like he has the last few starts. And Richmond goes to the bullpen. Caleb Killian's night is done. Rafi Vizcaíno, another pitcher that Bowie has seen a lot of this year. Vizcaíno comes out of the bullpen. He will take over for the Richmond Flying Squirrels. There was an extended delay there in the middle part of this, or the end of this 4th inning, rather, going into the 5th, as Vizcaíno has just began his warm-up tosses. But as I give it over to you, Adam, we'll wrap up the end of the line for Caleb Killian. I can tell you he threw 4 innings. He surrendered 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them were earned, and he walked 1 batter with 6 strikeouts. So, Adam, it's Vizcaino to face the Bowie 1-2-3.
Yeah, the top of the order for the Baysox. Thank you, Paul. So Vizcaino will go to work. We have seen him quite a bit here this season. And, of course, this is a 13th matchup between Richmond and Bowie on the year. How about that? So Vizcaino's 2-1 on the year with a 5.04 ERA. This is 24th outing of the season. Now he faces Stowers, who's over 2 tonight. Here's the pitch, and a fastball strike to get ahead 0-1 over the heart of the plate. 4-0, the Baysox lead it, and it's been the top of the order that set the table as a reaching swing lifts a fly ball to left field. To his left, Fernandez, he's there, and he makes the catch, and Stowers retired, 1 down here in this top of the 5th, and now here is Adley Rutschman. Now you talk about starting rallies. When you think about a ball player like Rutschman, you think of him as a guy that drives in runs, right? But he has been the table setter tonight. He walked and scored in the first and then led off the third, getting hit by a pitch and scored there. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball line towards center, dipping down a base hit. Well, Adley didn't get the fat part of the bat on it, but he's on for a 3rd time tonight. A 1-out single to center. And now Caden Grenier, who's 2 for 2, he will step to the plate here for the Baysox. So Rutschman, Paul's coming off of a series in which for the first time, I believe, he was named the AA Northeast League Player of the Week. Am I right in that, or had he been named it prior?
I believe you are right. And go back and check and make sure.
As Vizcaino throws, fastball hit in the air but foul, straight back out of play, and the count 0-1 here to Grenier. So Rutschman earns that honor with his big week here against Hartford, and he has just kept the good times rolling here. As Adley 1 for 1, and he's been on base 3 times here tonight. The 0-1 to Grenier, and a fastball strike at the knees, and it's 0-2. Rutschman and Grenier have combined for 3 of the 4 runs scored by the Baysox in this game. The big swing of the game was a 2-run first-inning homer with 2 down off the bat of Toby Welk. It scored Grenier. As Vizcaino delivers, and a breaking ball stays up and in, and the count is 1-2. Caden had an infield hit in the first, and then a good piece of it. He lined the ball sharply into right center his second time up. That's another multi-hit game here for Grenier, who's near the top for the Baysox in that category on the year, as a breaking ball dies down and away. And the count is now 2-2. Rutschman is the leader in that category for Bowie, but Grenier is second. And today is his 18th multi-hit game of the year. 13 two-hit games, 5 three-hit games so far. As Vizcaino throws, and a fastball. Oh, he got a good rip at it, and he lined it sharply straight back into the screen. The 1-on-1 down, top of the 5th inning, 4-0 Bowie leads. The series opener here in Richmond.
Patrick Dorian, the only other Bowie player to win a Player of the Week honor this year for the AA Northeast League. He did that back for the week of May 10th to the 16th.
Second week of the year. What a series he had. Here's the pitch. And Grenier lays off the high fastball. That's a tough pitch to take. And it's now 3-2. Well, you wouldn't expect Richmond to be running here, but you never know. With 1 down in the inning on a 3-2 pitch, we cannot see Richmond from our vantage point here in our remote broadcast. We won't be able to tell you if he's running or not. As Vizcaino throws, and a breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 3 looking. Boy, Grenier was hoping it was off the outside, but they get the strikeout. Richmond was not running. And there's now 2 down in the 5th inning. And here is that former AA Northeast Player of the Week, Patrick Dorian. Dorian, his power, Paul, they've really come in surges, haven't they? That was the first surge when he won that award after that incredible series at home. As here's the pitch, and a fastball strike of the knees, nothing at one. But this last week, he started to hit the ball out of the ballpark again. And he hit one on Sunday, in fact. He's got 13 on the year.
And he pulled that one on Sunday. We've seen a lot of opposite field power lately, but he pulled it just inside the right field line.
As a pitch in the dirt, Martirado's going to throw behind Richmond, but Adley gets back to the bag safely. Got 1-1 here to Dorian.
If you are familiar at all with Prince George's Stadium, you know there's a Corona advertisement just inside the right field foul line. It's the last advertisement on the advertisement fencing as the fencing circles down into right field, and that's where Dorian hit the home run.
Refreshing. Count is 1-1. Yeah, it's right down the line. He hit a home run as well when he went back-to-back with Welk earlier in this series, and I think that was the left center. Here's the pitch. And it's off the inside, a fastball. That moved the legs of Dorian, and the count 2 balls and a strike.
I'll be very interested to hear in 10 years down the line a case study of whether the last year was good or bad for business for Corona beer.
2-1 the count. And here's the pitch. And it misses off the outside. A fastball, ball 3. So Dorian, what an interesting ball player. It was 4 years between when he was drafted out of high school by the Braves in 2014, left the pro game 6 weeks later. 4 years it was after that he signed and got into the Pirates system in 2018 as he swings and chops one foul off to the right side, and the count is 3-2. I mean, if Patrick becomes a big leaguer, to have a 4-year respite between the beginning of your pro career and its resumption, that will be a story that is extremely uncommon in the game of baseball. 3-2 the count. Richmond will be running here the pitch, and it's off the outside, ball 4. So there's 2 men on now with 2 down, and Toby Welk, who's already done big-time damage in this ball game, will step to the plate.
I mean, Adam, imagine doing anything as well as a professional baseball player has to be able to do it at the professional level, and taking that much time off and just resuming it and hitting at the level that Dorian is doing it at this year.
Right. I mean, he was playing collegiate baseball, but I believe it was at an NAIA level. So to be able to get to this level and do what he has done and show even how good of a defensive player he is really something. The pitch, and Welk takes a fastball strike at the knees, and the count 0-1. Tonight, Dorian's at third, Welk is at first. They've almost been in a platooning shift, if you will. One at first, one at third. As now the 0-1 pitch to Welk. And a breaking ball chopped to the right side. Over to glove, the second baseman, Whiteman, having arranged well to his left, his glove side left. He makes the play, and on the run, a light pitch to first to get the out. So Bowie threatens, but they do not score. They leave 2 men aboard. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Baysox have a 4-0 lead on the Baysox Baseball Network.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the National Association of Professional Baseball Leagues for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction, rebroadcast, retransmission, or other dissemination or use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the National Association of Professional Baseball Leagues is prohibited.
For more than 100 years, Chesapeake Employers Insurance has been helping Maryland businesses keep their workers safe. With competitive pricing and an AM Best A- financial strength rating, it's no surprise that Chesapeake Employers is Maryland's largest writer of workers' comp insurance.
At the end of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
Connect with your agent or visit CEIWC.com.
Are you seeing mice chew through your food in the pantry? What about ants just coming and going as they please in your house? Are you tired of getting bit by mosquitoes and ticks every time you go outside? Well, give Old Bay Pest Control a call, and we guarantee to remove any pest in your household. One pest is too many. Old Bay Pest Control, 443-603-5651. That's 443-603-5651.
From our roots at Memorial Stadium to Prince George's Stadium, this is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
Well, Cody Sedlock is at 62 pitches here through 4 scoreless innings of work. He's retired 7 in a row. And here is the 8-hole hitter, Shane Matheny, who will stand in for the left side to begin this bottom of the 5th inning. 4-0 Bowie leads it. You know, it's interesting here, Paul, because a lot of times a starter, the more times they go through the order, their numbers regress. As Sedlock ready to go into the wide. Here's the first pitch, and it's off the outside for a ball. But it's been the opposite for Sedlock tonight. 4 of the first 9 reached against the Bowie right-hander, but this second time through the order, he's gotten everybody out. As Sedlock back to the wide, the 1-0 coming, and a swing and a miss. And the count evens here 1-1.
Yeah, it was a bases-loaded jam in the second inning with 2 outs. But he retired Simon Whiteman, the leadoff hitter in this lineup, and it's been 7 straight batters.
The 1-1 coming. Curveball bending low. The 2 balls and a strike to Matheny, who walked in the second. That was Richmond's big chance in the game. 3 straight reaching with 2 down in the inning. But with the bases loaded, Whiteman flied out to deep center to end the inning. The 2-1. And a fastball line to right. Towards the alley, it's over the head of Stowers, one hopping into the wall. A throw coming to second, but Matheny's in standing. And for the first time tonight, Richmond has got a leadoff man aboard. It's a leadoff double for Shane Matheny as he's on to open this 5th inning.
Not only that, Adam, but they have a runner for the first time with less than 2 outs. Sedlock has retired the first 2 batters of every inning so far.
Well, Cody has really worked from the windup for the majority of the night due to that, and now he's got to go to the stretch early in this 5th inning. Sandro Fabian is the batter. Boy, if Cody had a quick inning here, you'd have to think there's a good chance he would get a 6th inning tonight. Here's the pitch. Fastball grounded sharply left side. There to glove Dorian, and with plenty of time, he throws out Fabian by a country mile. That ball was scorched, but Dorian was right there. And 1 retired. The runner, Matheny, holds at second. And now Simon Whiteman will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. So Whiteman, a 9th-round draft choice out of Yale in 2019, born in Trumbull, Connecticut. Trumbull, a city that stunned the baseball world by winning the Little League World Series all the way back in 1989. As here's the pitch, and a breaking ball missing high, and the count 1-0. Now, that was an era where it seemed like an Asian team that won the Little League World Series every year. And here was little Trumbull, Connecticut, and their best player, the pitcher in their World Series winning game, was a guy named Chris Drury. The pitch, and a breaking ball fades down low, and the count is 2-0. Drury would go on to be a professional athlete, but not in baseball. He ended up having a double-digit season career in the National Hockey League. Won a Stanley Cup with the Colorado Avalanche in the late 90s. As Sedlock said, so now the 2-0 to Trumbull's own Simon Whiteman, and a fastball strike on the inner half. And the count is 2-1. And incredibly, I didn't even know this before looking this up. Chris Drury's the current general manager of the New York Rangers.
I'm with you.
Time flies, huh?
Wow.
He didn't retire that long ago. But he was the star as a 12-year-old pitcher and do-everything player for Trumbull, Connecticut. 2-1 and a fastball strike. Boy, Whiteman was frozen there as Richmond set up high, and that fastball was at the knees. And Sedlock will take a moment to pick up the rosin bag, go to the clean cleaner. There are 2 rosin bags right now behind the mound. That's a little bit unusual to see. I guess it shows you how hot a night it is. Have you ever seen that before? Two
No.
rosin bags. The count 2-2. Matheny off second. His Sedlock sets. The Bowie right-hander throws. Fastball chopped over the hill. Gloving the second baseman, Cullen. Tough throw, and they can't get it out. Cullen crossing in front of the second base bag, backhanding that baseball, but he was really on the run, and he had no play. You have to wonder if he lets that go and Grenier gloves it if you've got a chance to get an out there. But the infield hit puts runners to the corners, and only one down in the fifth inning.
It's similar to plays where the pitcher tries to make a play in a ball, then deflects it, and it skips into the outfield or something of that nature. But in this case, yeah, maybe you let that go. Grenier's momentum carrying him over. You might be able to get that play.
Now here's Will Wilson, who has struck out twice in the game. And we are now a third time through the lineup for the right-hander Sedlock. Once again, the Baysox have a 4-0 lead in this bottom of the fifth inning. The first time Cody's in a tough spot early in an inning tonight as he delivers, and a breaking ball gets in on the hands of Wilson, and he slices it into the second deck, foul off to the right side of the count, 0-1. Sedlock gave up a 2-out double in the first, was able to get an out immediately following. 3 straight reached with 2 down in the second, but a fly ball out stranded the bases loaded for Richmond. As I look to first now, and back diving in safely is Whiteman.
I'll tell you one thing. When Sedlock checks over at a runner, it's like he throws a pitch.
It's true. It's by no means a lob toss, is it, Paul?
No, it's always the A move.
But he's trying to keep Whiteman there at first. That's so big because a ground ball could end the inning here with a double play. They got one pitch, and it's just off the outside. A fastball missing in the count, even to get a ball and a strike. Richmond trying to chip away here at what is a 4-run Bowie lead in this fifth inning. Baysox getting 3 in the first, and then an unearned run in the third. The 1-1 here for the right-hander Sedlock. Breaking ball popped in the air, but foul and well out of play. Again into that second deck. And the count's 1-2. Now Sedlock's really going to that slider. And he's also really going to that rosin bag here. Often what is a very hot and humid night at the Diamond in Richmond. Lights are on now. The sun has set just about. There's no doubt it's getting a bit cooler. But 1-2 the count. Here to Wilson. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball left side. Backhanding Dorian. The throw to second. Digging it out. Cullen. That's a big play. A run is home to score Matheny. It's a 4-1 game. Dorian is such an aggressive defender. That's a hard ground ball near the line. Dorian, a fine play to glove it. He made a quick throw, and his throw was in the dirt. And Cullen, playing more like a first baseman in nature, was able to glove that baseball. He had no chance at a double play, but that's a big, big out for the Baysox.
And that's probably the smartest play because he might not have had much time to go to first base throwing all the way across the diamond, but instead getting that short out to second, you get the lead runner and 2 outs, easily concedes the run.
Now we're runner at first, 2 down in the inning. Here's the powerful VR, who's 1 for 2 in the game, and he's driven the ball twice tonight. As Sedlock throws, and a slider hit in the air, deep left center field. It's going, and it's off the wall. Reiser will play it in. Heading and stopping at third is the lead runner, Wilson, on a double off the padded outfield wall in left center from David VR. Now Richmond starting to do some damage here in the fifth inning. And now runners are at second and third with 2 down. And a great play by Reiser to get that in so quickly, as with 2 retired, Wilson, who runs well, was running with contact, but he did not score. And now Adley Rutschman's going to come out, and so will Baysox pitching coach Justin Ramsey here to talk things over. The Bowie lead is 4-1, and what a big spot in the game as the left-handed hitting Vince Fernandez is going to come to the plate here.
And Ramsey talking things over with Cody Sedlock as they try to work through this inning with 2 outs. He's hit 77 pitches. So you'd like to see Sedlock try and get out of this, give yourself a chance to win this ball game, but at the same time, probably the last batter that Sedlock will face as he approaches that pitch limit of 85.
Yeah, we'll have to see. It's hard to tell if anybody's warming in the Baysox pen. Coming into this inning with a low pitch count, you thought Sedlock might be working in this inning without anybody warming, but probably somebody's up now. A run is in. Runners are at second and third, 2 down. Here's Fernandez, the left-handed hitter, and a power hitter. The pitch and a breaking ball. Big swing and a chopper foul. First base side, 0-1. Sedlock's preferred breaking ball tonight, Paul, has been the slider, but he threw him a curveball right out of the gate here as Cody goes back to the rosin bag again.
Yeah, he's gone to that curveball a little bit on the inner half of the plate several times tonight. And the hitters have not been able to make too much contact on it, but he also hasn't thrown a ton of them.
A 1-strike pitch coming to Fernandez. Fastball beat him with it down and in. Swing and a miss, strike 2. It was at the knees. It may have even been a bit off the inside corner. But Sedlock in this big at-bat is able to get ahead of the count as there is activity in the Baysox pen.
Yeah, that is Steve Klimek warming up down there for the Baysox.
The runners have their leads off second and third. And now a 2-strike pitch from the right-hander. Swing and a miss. He got him with a fastball. He blows it by Fernandez. And the damage for Richmond is held in check by Sedlock in this 5th inning. That's strikeout number 7 for the right-hander. We head to the 6th. 4-1 Bowie leads on the Baysox Baseball Network. On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team providing professional, organic base lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. Call today or visit www.onthegreeninc.com for a free lawn care analysis. Did you know On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services for mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more? Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated.
The only thing more fun than attending a Bowie Baysox game is attending a Bowie Baysox game with a group. Discount group tickets, private suites, fully catered buffets, picnics, and more. Whether you have a group of family members, coworkers, friends, employees, clients, colleagues, or students, the Baysox have a number of group offerings tailored to fit all of your needs. For more information on the Baysox group offerings, go to baysox.com or call 301-464-4880 to speak with a Baysox Group Events manager.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call at 301-577-1021 or find out more about how we can help you at dcaimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Your home, the 2015 Eastern League champions. This is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
How big was that? Cody Sedlock minimizing the damage. Richmond leaves runners at second and third. They left them loaded early in this game. Did the Flying Squirrels. And it's a 4-1 ball game. Bowie leading as we go to the top of the 6th. We got a new pitcher. Left-hander Luis Amaya. Ever heard of this guy, Paul?
Boy, Luis Amaya has pitched a lot against Bowie this year, but he comes on in relief of Vizcaíno, who threw just the 1 inning, walked a batter, struck out a batter, didn't allow a run on 1 hit.
And a first pitch is up high, ball 1 to Johnny Reiser. Vizcaíno working the fifth. Now Amaya in the sixth. He delivers. And there's a strike, a fastball, and the count evens here at 1-1. Now Amaya on the year, entering today 2-0. The ERA 5.65. So the earned run average a bit elevated. This is 21st outing. He throws. And a breaking ball getting a wave and a miss. He went to the slider. It would have been a called strike. Reiser went over the top. And the count wanted 2. Johnny is 0 for 2 in this game. He'll be followed by Zach Watson and then Chris Hudgens here in Bowie's 6th inning. The pitch and a fastball in there, strike 3. They got a low strike with that fastball, ruled to be at the knees. And Reiser is retired, 1 down in the 6th inning. That's an 8th strikeout already for Richmond pitching in this game. And let me do them. That's 8 strikeouts and 16 outs.
It's crazy strikeout rates this year all through baseball and minor league baseball.
Now here's Zach Watson. He's got a base hit tonight. And the pitch. And it's down and away, a fastball, ball 1. Watson, what do they have him listed as weighing there, Paul?
Well, Watson weighing in at 160 pounds.
Yeah, looks about right. He is a skinny fella. As now the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball misses in, and the count's 2-0. He might be 160 pounds if his jersey's soaking wet and he's got a brick in his back pocket.
I can empathize.
Yeah, he's got the Paul Fritschner build. As here's the 2-0 pitch. And he swings and lifts a pop fly right behind the plate. Martirano's going to throw away the mask, and he'll make the catch just on the grass in back of home. And Watson, who's had an outstanding start to his young Bowie career, is retired, and quickly 2 men are down in the 6th. And here is Chris Hudgens. One thing you love about a player like Watson is that, once again, he is a very good defensive player at an important defensive position. And that gives you a leg up in trying to reach the major leagues. Here's the pitch, and it's a breaking ball off the outside, and the count is 1-0. You know, a good example of that is Ryan McKenna, who had a big day for the Orioles on Sunday. He hit his first major league home run. He scored the game's winning run on a play at the plate to walk off the Nationals as Hudgens swings and grounds one foul, first base side, count 1-1. But McKenna's a guy that struggled in his 3-year Bowie career here to hit for the type of average that he did at the single-A level, but he is an outstanding defensive outfielder, and that's really the reason why he's been able to carve out a role in the big leagues with the Orioles this year. Here's the pitch, and it's a fastball in the dirt. That bounced just behind the plate. 2-1 the count to Hudgens. 2 outs, nobody on. 4-1 Bowie leading in the top of the 6th inning. Hudgens 1 for 2 tonight. As here's the pitch. And he swings and lines one. Throw a base hit in the left center. Chris Hudgens is getting it going. And it's great to see it's another multi-hit game for the Baysox catcher today, a DH. And Hudgens, he's got 4 multi-hit games in his last 6 played, Paul.
Yeah, that's incredible. Chris Hudgens, remember just a few weeks ago when we were talking about Hudgens having 15 total hits on the year.
Right.
He had as many home runs and doubles combined that you'd say he was more likely to hit an extra base hit than a single, but now he's putting it all together at the plate.
Boy, it is great to see. As here's Cullen. Breaking ball nearly hit him up and in. It was a slider that did not do much sliding. And the count is 1-0. Cullen has struck out twice today.
Yeah, that's now Chris Hudgens' 8th multi-hit game of the season.
As here's the pitch. And a breaking ball missing away ball to it. So 8 on the year, and once again, it's his 4th in his last 6 games. So he is having by far the best stretch of his season. This is the 40th game for Hudgens. So he had 4 in his first 34, and now he's got 4 in his last 6. The 2-0, fastball strike. And the count is 2-1. Now, Hudgens, throughout the year, has been a dangerous hitter in that he's a guy that can do some damage at the plate, but obviously was not hitting for much of an average. But that is starting to change. The 2-1, and Cullen takes another fastball strike. And it's 2-2, 2 heaters at the knees. Hudgens not really a threat to run here, as Amaya, who's maybe made half his appearances against Bowie this year. Wink, wink, sets. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Cullen, and another fastball lifted foul out of play off to the left side. We started him with 2 sliders that he missed with, one up and in, one away, and he's thrown him 3 fastballs right over the plate after. 4-1, the Baysox leading in the top of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch, and a foul on a line back to the screen off another heater. Well, what do you think here, Paul? Do you think Sedlock's back out there, or is it going to be Steve Klimek? My guess would be it's Klimek.
Yeah, I think so too. Sedlock right now at 80 pitches through 5 innings. That checks all the boxes for this Orioles organization of an outing that has been completed.
The 2-2 coming, and another fastball hit in the air down the line in left field. Foul ground now still coming. It lands in the Baysox bullpen where Steve Klimek was standing there with a baseball in his right hand. That may have told us the answer right there.
Yeah, Klimek's still warming, which tells you that I would assume that Klimek comes in here for Cody Sedlock and his night would be done.
Boy, Cullen is hanging in there. Paul spoke to the point of Bowie having so many of these long at-bats. Here's another. Amaya's 2-2 coming. And a slider. Oh, it's called strike 3. It looked to be up and out of the zone. It was caught bell tie, but that was a slider. It was bending down when it was caught, and Cullen down on strikes. The inning is over. We head to the last of inning 6 after this. The Baysox have a 4-1 lead on the Baysox Baseball Network.
This is how you get a premium cup of coffee. Better and faster than the drip, drip, drip method. And way better than a large urn of lukewarm coffee made who knows when. At Royal Farms, our new Swiss-made coffee machines grind fresh, premium beans on the spot and then brew them 1 cup at a time for the freshest, most flavorful cup of premium coffee you can buy. This is Royal Farms coffee. It's better because it's the freshest coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Hey, Baysox fans, individual game tickets for the 2021 season are available now by calling the Baysox ticket office at 301-464-4865 or purchasing online at baysox.com. The Baysox are taking pride in providing a safe atmosphere for fans, players, and coaches in 2021. So we can't wait to see you at Prince George's Stadium. Again, the number 301-464-4865 or get tickets online at baysox.com.
Stop by Money One Federal Credit Union and we'll show you how we've been helping area families since 1951. Money One can help your dreams become a reality with low rates on loans, high rates on savings, totally free checking, and convenient services. Money One Federal Credit Union. Better banking, better future.
Your front seat to the rising tide of the Orioles prospects on their way to Baltimore. This is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
Well, alongside Paul Fritschner, my name is Adam Pohl, and the Baysox have a 4-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. And here's the right-hander, Steve Klimek, who's going to come in for Bowie. But first, Paul, you got to look at this Cody Sedlock start. He was really, really strong tonight. And Sedlock, who's been hurt by the big inning at times this year, did such a great job in the few times he was in trouble to get out of it or just minimize the damage.
Yeah, that's his 4th superb outing in his last 6 appearances. He has allowed 1 run or less now in 4 of his last 6 outings, including tonight. He threw 5 innings, allowed just the 1 run on 6 hits with a walk and 7 strikeouts. A great outing for Sedlock.
So Klimek is on. He'll face Diego Rincones and a breaking ball strike to get ahead. And they count 0-1. Sedlock was in trouble in the second with 2 down. Richmond got 3 straight aboard to load the bases as a fastball misses down and the count 1-1. But he got the fly ball out to center to end that inning. And then after retiring 7 in a row, he had a rocky 5th, but he got out of it with only 1 run allowed. As Klimek delivers a fastball strike in the knees, 1-2 to Rincones, who's 0 for 2 on the night. Now Steve Klimek, the right-handed reliever, delivers, and a breaking ball bounces in the dirt. He threw him that big curveball. This is a Baysox bullpen that was really shuffled up here today. Nick Vespi going up to AAA Norfolk. David LeBron going up to AAA Norfolk, but 2 players coming back, Dionis Almingo and also Taylor Joyner. Pitch and a breaking ball got him swinging. Strike 3, a huge cut from Rincones, and he ended up coming up empty. 1 retired, and now Luis Basabe will come to the plate. But I'll tell you, some of these relievers for the Baysox that had some really tough times at points this year are starting to come on. We've seen it with Tim Naughton, who had an ERA above 15 in June, has not allowed a run in July, and you could put Klimek right in that category. He delivers, and a fastball's up high, ball 1 to Basabe. Klimek is getting it going right now. He's 2-3 with a 5.53 ERA, but he's got really the stuff to be a good pitcher as he throws a fastball by Basabe. You know, if you've got a mid-90s fastball and you've got a very good breaking ball, that's what you need to be a successful big league reliever. And Klimek has got just that. The 1-1. Curveball inside, very close. Ball 2.
Klimek's a big guy, too. I mean, that plays into some of his power that he's been able to produce this year. Pitches out of the stretch, but he is just a big figure on the mound.
Missed with another curveball in. So 3-1 to Basabe. A switch hitter batting for the left side.
6'3", 205, but I mean, it wouldn't even surprise me if he was a little bigger than that.
Works in the stretch. The righty throws. Fastball line the other way. And a base hit into left center. Over to get it. Watson will fire in towards second. And Basabe, after a long turn, stops at first with a 1-out single. You know, it's interesting, but the Baysox have really handled their bullpen much different than some of the other teams in this league, Richmond included in that. You see a guy like Klimek come in here in the 6th inning, and the expectation is that if he's effective, he's going to work multiple innings here.
Yeah. Got to get this into the back end of the bullpen. Klimek probably to work the 6th and 7th, and someone else for the 8th and 9th.
Here is catcher Brandon Martirano, the pitch, and a breaking ball strike on the inside, and the count 0-1. Martirano in his sophomore year at UNC, he's a Tar Heel. His team had 2 catchers that saw time that year. The other one was a guy named Cody Roberts. As a breaking ball, grounded lightly third base line, and it rolls foul. A swinging bunt of sorts, and the count is 0-2. Cody Roberts. Wait a second. Remind me, have I heard of that guy before, Paul? Who is that guy?
I think you have heard the name Cody Roberts before.
Former Baysox great Cody Roberts. How many games did he play in Bowie this year? He's in AAA Norfolk right now. Did he play 1?
I
think it was one memorable day.
I think it was 1 game.
Roberts in AAA Norfolk currently. Roberts actually played some third base for the Tar Heels that year. Martirano was the guy that was behind the plate more often. 0-2 the count. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss and a curveball down. Strike 3. Richmond pulled the hand back as if he was going to make a throw there behind the runner. Basabe at first, he did not. Second strikeout of the inning for Klimek. And now the left-handed batting, Shane Matheny. 1 for 1 with a walk in the game. A double and a run scored in the fifth will come to the plate. 4-1, Bowie leads as Klimek turns and throws to first. And diving back safely is Basabe. Someone getting a night off tonight, Frankie Tostado. He's been a thorn in Bowie's side. Here's the pitch, and it's a built-high strike with a fastball, and the count is 0-1.
You look all through this order for Richmond, and all these guys so familiar with each other because of playing each other now 13 times. But yes, Tostado, another big name, but somebody we're not seeing here for Richmond tonight.
Klimek delivers, and a breaking ball, and a swing and a miss as the curve bends down into the dirt. The runner, Basabe, running with a pitch, and he is stolen second. Well, Basabe gets into scoring position on a breaking ball down and in, and Matheny chased. He missed that pitch by a foot. It was like he was swinging at a pitch down the middle, and it was in the dirt down and in. I'm telling you, that curveball has got incredible bite here from Klimek. Let's see if he goes right back to the well with it. 0-2 the count. He throws. Curveball got him swinging right over the top of it, and with it, the inning is over. So, a one-out single left stranded at second. We head to the seventh inning in Richmond, Virginia. The Baysox have a 4-1 lead on the Baysox Baseball Network. When visiting this summer, the newly renovated Crown Plaza Annapolis is the place to stay. The Crown Plaza Annapolis has 196 guest rooms and 10,000 square feet of flexible meeting space. Make sure to dine in our Annapolis Bar and Grill, open daily for breakfast and dinner. Located conveniently across from the Westfield Annapolis Mall, the Crown Plaza Annapolis is within walking distance of more than 40 dining options and plenty of shopping as well. We offer complimentary parking that can accommodate oversized vehicles and buses, and have an indoor pool and jacuzzi with a 24-hour fitness center. Less than 5 miles from historic downtown Annapolis, the Crown Plaza Annapolis. Work, rest, and be restored.
Missed your ride? Don't worry, Commuter Crew has got you covered. If you miss your bus or carpool or van pool, you can take advantage of Commuter Crew's guaranteed ride-home program for free. Visit our website at www.aacounty.org/commutercrew for more information, or sign up today at commuterconnections.org.
There's nothing like having the orange and black back in Bowie in 2021. This is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
So we go to the top of the seventh inning. The Baysox have a 4-1 lead, and with a call, here's Pohl Fritschner.
Thank you very much, Adam. It's the top of the lineup for the Baysox. Kyle Stowers, Adley Rutschman, and Caden Grenier, and here's the pitch. And Stowers swings over the top of it. Strike one. Stowers today is 0 for 3, a strikeout in the first inning. He grounded out to short in the second and flew out to left in the fifth. Bowie leads it 4-1 right now. Here's the pitch, and a called strike in there makes it an even 1-1 count. No, make it 0-2 there. So Stowers falling behind quickly, and here's the 0-2 pitch, and a swing and a line drive into right center field. This will split the gap. Rinconis over to pick it up. Around first to second goes Stowers into scoring position, standing up, and the Baysox are in business with a leadoff double here in this seventh inning. Kyle Stowers saw his tied for team best. 14-game hitting streak come to an end the other night, but Stowers picking right up where he left off after that 0 for 5 outing on Saturday. He hits a home run on Sunday, also walks, and then here today with a double.
Yeah, you make a mistake. I mean, that's a 2-strike count, and it's a slider in the zone. That's a pitch, if you're Amaya, you want that to be diving out of the zone, and Stowers is able to lash it for a double.
And now it's Adley Rutschman, and with the left-hander Luis Amaya pitching, Amaya facing a right-handed hitting. Adley Rutschman, time taken. Rutschman steps out. Grenier waits, then it'll be Dorian. But the runner Stowers in scoring position, and now time is taken again.
You know, one more thought there about Stowers, as you just said. I mean, he had hits in 14 straight. And to start up again like we're seeing here, I mean, this is now 16 of the last 17 games with a hit for Stowers. You know, he's a guy that coming up, we thought he'd be a little bit of a feast or famine player, a lot of power, but a lot of strikeouts. And that would lead to a player that doesn't get consistently on base. And Stowers has been the exact opposite. It has been a pleasure to watch.
So it's the top of the 7th inning. Bowie right now leading it by 3 runs, looking for more. Here's Rutschman, the pitch, and it's low and in with a ball. Well, we thought maybe on Sunday we would have seen the last of Adley Rutschman, but he is still with the Baysox for this week. We'll see if he gets promoted next week before Somerset, or maybe if we see him back here at home August 10th, the 1-0 pitch, and it's lifted in the air, right side. Playable for Rincones in right field. He circles under. Stowers will tag from second. Going to third. Rincones the throw into third, but it's too late. And in there, sliding safely, is Kyle Stowers with 1 down.
I love the aggressive nature there. Stowers, and that's a fly ball near the line. It wasn't right on the line, but Rincones, as you said, Paul, he was able to circle around it so that he was taking a step towards third when he made that throw. But Stowers still beating it on that fly ball off the bat of Rutschman.
So now it's Caden Grenier with 1 out here in this 7th inning, in the Baysox with an insurance run 90 feet away. Grenier waiting on the first pitch from Amaya, and the delivery catches the outer half of the plate, off speed there, and it's 0-1. Grenier today with a couple of singles. He scored a run in the first, but then was thrown out trying to steal second in the third. Down in the Richmond bullpen, they have Frank Rubio warming, a right-hander that Bowie has also seen frequently. The 0-1, and that, whoa, nearly gets by Martirano. Drew him out of the crouch, had to jump and make that catch to save it from going to the backstop. And in the end, it's just a ball, 1-1.
What a play, though, with a runner at third. That's a huge play.
A ball and a strike with 1 down. In this top of the 7th inning, a runner at third, the pitch. And Grenier lifts it in the air, foul down the right field line, but into the seats. Patrick Dorian waiting, then Toby Welk in the latter third of this game. Top of the 7th inning, and the Baysox in front, but trying to make it more. Grenier, the shortstop for this Bowie team, waiting. Here's the pitch, and a swing and another foul ball over to the right side. 1-2 still. Fan up in the top row of this stadium here down there in Richmond, the Diamond in Richmond, Virginia. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch, and he swings over the top of an off-speed pitch. Strike 3.
Yeah, that's a pitch that never had the play. That's a slider that's up. And when it's up, it doesn't have much movement to it. That would have been a hanger, but of course it's off the plate, and he just couldn't get to it.
And now it's Patrick Dorian with 2 outs in this 7th inning. Stowers at third base waiting. 4-1 the score, and the pitch to Dorian gets away from the catcher Martirano. The throw to the plate, and it skips away from Amaya, and in safely is Stowers. Bowie stretches the lead to 4. It's now 5-1 Baysox as the pitch bounced off the glove of Brandon Martirano, away from the plate over to the left. Stowers scampered for home, and he slid in head first safely, and the Baysox now lead it by 4 runs. A heads-up base running play from their right fielder, and Luis Amaya is a bit shaken up as he tried to make that catch. Stowers sliding into him. You can see his glove arm and his throwing arm right now a little scratched up. The trainer out there for the second time tonight, Josh Guterman. You don't like to see the trainer one time in a series, and we've seen him twice in a few innings.
Yeah, weird though, because both times the pitcher's going to stay in the game. But there's no doubt that Amaya is still in a little bit of distress after that play. And we saw Martirano with that incredible play leaping out of the crouch to bring in a pitch well out of the zone to keep Stowers at third an inning or a batter prior. You get the big strikeout now, an out, can't bring in the run, and Amaya throws one to the backstop. Bowie gets a big run to get back their 4-run lead.
So there are 2 outs here in this 7th inning. Bowie up by 4 now. The pitch, and Dorian lifts it in the air left field. This one is deep. It's sending Fernandez back, but he twists and turns and makes the catch to end the inning. Bowie adds on to the lead with a Stowers double and then a steal of home on the wild pitch. It's now Bowie 5 and Richmond 1 into the bottom of the 7th on the Baysox Baseball Network.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Baysox Futures Club is the coolest club around and is free to join for kids ages 3 to 12. Each season of the Baysox Futures Club will feature members-only events, discount ticket offers, and fun for all. When your kids come out to the ballpark for their first game of the season, they can pick up their free gift at our Fan Assistance Center. Registering for the Baysox Future Club is free and easy. Just go to baysox.com/kids and fill out the online form. The Baysox Futures Club. Join today.
Injuries are part of the game, and not just in baseball, with any job. To reduce pain, doctors sometimes prescribe opioid medications. They're effective, but they can be addictive, and that's when intended solutions turn into problems. At Chesapeake Employers Insurance, our health services team provides swift, thorough, and appropriate treatment for your employees. And that includes strict monitoring of prescriptions for potentially addictive opioids. It can be a game saver. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
From our roots at Memorial Stadium to Prince George's Stadium, this is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
Into the bottom of the 7th inning now. It's still Steve Klimek on the mound. Sandro Fabian the batter, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. A breaking ball, low and outside. And that is strike 1. Bottom of the 7th, Bowie leading 5-1 right now. Sandro Fabian 1 for 2 tonight with that single in the 2nd inning. The 0-1 pitch and a breaking ball runs a little inside to even the count. And a ball and a strike. Paul Fritschner and Adam Pohl with you on the Baysox Baseball Network tonight. Our last joint remote broadcast of this season.
That's right.
The 1-1 pitch, and it's lined down the left field line, playable into left field for Johnny Reiser. That's a single, though, for Sandro Fabian, his 2nd hit of the night. But for those of you listening and have listened all year long to our remote broadcasts, you'll know that, some transparency now as we come to the end, that we play a little crowd track underneath to let you all hear some crowd noise. You might hear it. I pump it up here. You can hear it a little bit there. And there are so many things that go into doing a broadcast remotely at like the major league level, but here at the minor league level, we are subject to whatever we see on the MILB TV stream. Here's the first pitch to the leadoff hitter, Simon Whiteman. He goes up hacking and fouls it straight back. 0-1. Some teams have better broadcast quality than others, but no matter what, every AA team does have a stream. We have worked the best we can with the remote broadcast this year. I'll have remote broadcast the next 2 nights for you. Then we'll be on the road in Richmond. Adam, you'll be back with us next week in Somerset, but the 0-1 pitch here, Whiteman is up and in. It has been a journey here over the first, let's count them, 35 games. Tonight, number 36 on the road that we have done remotely. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Steve Klimek, and Whiteman hits it in the air, foul down the right field line.
Yeah, I think we've had a better response from fans than expected. A lot of teams have not even done this. They just say, hey, listen to the other team's broadcast, and I understand that. But we really have had a great response. Listenership's been outstanding for these road games that we've done here from Bowie.
Yep. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Klimek stepping off a little bit. Simon Whiteman behind. Runner on first base, Sandro Fabian. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's a fastball called strike 3. Strikeout number 4 for Steve Klimek. All 4 outs for Klimek, strikeouts.
Well, I'll tell you, Paul, I love when Klimek pitches backwards. And what I mean by that is he gets that curveball over the plate, gets ahead with that, and that's all that's sitting in the head of the hitter. And then he just throws a fastball somewhere in that 92 to 95 range, and the hitter just is completely frozen by it.
So now it's Will Wilson, and the first pitch to him is a fastball called for a strike. But yeah, we have done every game on the road this year from Prince George's Stadium, watching off the streams, broadcasting to the Baysox website. Here's the 0-1, and that's outside with a breaking ball. And also to Twitter and Facebook. Response has been great. Thank you to everybody who has listened all season long. But it has been an experience, one way or the other, every game. Here's the 1-1, a swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. Check back to first from Richmond. Actually, I think they're going to say that he got a little bit of that ball on a foul tip into the dirt. So the ball was dead, and it counts 1-2. But every game this year broadcast to you, and starting on Friday, the games will be in person. But tonight, Adam, our last venture here from Prince George's Stadium, our team historian Ralph Grunt's been with us for nearly every game here broadcast remotely. I'd say if tonight's 36, he's probably been here for 33 of them.
Which is fantastic.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Wilson waiting. He's been retired twice tonight on strikeouts. Here's the pitch. And another strikeout for Wilson. The pitch was in the dirt. And Richmond throws down to first, although he didn't even need to, with first base occupied. And that is the second out of the inning. All 5 outs that Klimek has recorded have been via strikeouts.
And so many of them have been these curveballs that just bend down towards the dirt, and Richmond, they just can't lay off of that pitch.
And now it's David Villar. Klimek just getting that curveball to bite down low out of the zone. He has been fantastic. Villar waiting the pitch, and a fastball misses up and in. Klimek falls behind 1-0. Villar tonight with a couple of doubles, but he has never made it past second. He's 2 for 3 on the evening. Runner at first base, Bowie leading 5-1. 1-0 pitch, hit in the air, center field. This one is deep. It's sending Watson back to the wall, and at the wall, he makes the catch as he slams into it. That's the 3rd out of the inning, and the Baysox avoid trouble. That ball hit a mile, but just short of a home run. Villar is retired and will head to the 8th, with the Baysox leading it 5-1 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call at 301-577-1021 or find out more about how we can help you at dcaimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, Office technology made easy.
All season long, fireworks will light up the sky at Prince George's Stadium. Come see the great post-game spectacle with fireworks from ZY Pyrotechnics. Fireworks shows will follow every Saturday night game starting in June and several Friday night games as well. So get a Baysox schedule and pick a special firework night to enjoy. Get tickets at 301-464-4865 or purchase right now at baysox.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team providing professional, organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. Call today or visit www.onthegreeninc.com for a free lawn care analysis. Did you know On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services for mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more? Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated.
Your home of the 2015 Eastern League champions. This is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
We move now into the 8th inning. The night is done for Luis Amaya. He threw 2 innings. He allowed 1 run. It was earned on 2 hits. He did not walk a batter, and he struck out 3. And the new pitcher, it's yet another familiar name to this Baysox team. It's Frank Rubio, the right-hander, and he will face Welk, Reiser, and Watson here in the 8th. Adam Pohl for the play-by-play.
Well, here's the first pitch and a fastball strike. They set up in, but the pitch was out over the plate. Taken for strike 1 here to open this 8th inning to Welk, who had the biggest swing of the bat of the game, with a 2-run first-inning homer the next one. And Welk takes a strike at the knees, and the count is now 0-2. 5-1, the Baysox lead here in this top of the 8th inning. As Rubio working quickly throws, and a slider fouled straight back out of play. Welk is such a good breaking ball hitter, and the count is 0-2. Rubio making his 26th appearance of the year. That leads the Richmond team, and he's 4-2 with a 3.29 ERA. He delivers, and a slider chop foul outside third, and we'll do it again, 0-2. Welk followed by Johnny Reiser and then Zach Watson, 3/2019 draftees for Bowie in this top of the 8th inning. A 2-strike pitch coming, and a swing and a ball hit the other way through, past the diving second baseman Whiteman, into right center, where Basabe will play it in. It's a leadoff single for Welk, his second into the ball game. And now Johnny Reiser's going to come to the plate.
Welk has had such a strong start to his Double-A career over this last month. Hitting for power, hitting for average. And now Toby Welk on base to lead off this 8th inning.
Caleb Killian was the starter for Richmond. He allowed 4 runs, 3 earned in 4 innings. The athletic trainer went to see him in that 4th as Reiser swings, lifts a fly ball deep to center. Basabe back to make a running catch near the edge of the track. And all the way near second was Welk, so he's got to hustle back to first. And there's 1 down. And now Zach Watson will step to the plate here for the Baysox in this top of the 8th inning. Killian left after 4 innings. Vizcaíno worked the scoreless 5th, and Amaya nearly got through 2 scoreless innings, but a wild pitch allowed Skowers to score from third base with 2 down in the 7th. 1-on-1 down here in this 8th. The pitch, Watson shows bunt, and he bunts it foul. We'll talk about a swinging bunt from 33 years ago, Paul. An inauspicious moment in the game of baseball. Felix Bautista's warming in the Bowie pen. Happened 33 years ago tonight when 45-year-old New York Yankees pitcher Tommy John, known more for the surgery now than his incredible career, as a swing and a miss on a pitch down, and it's 0-2. Tommy John committed 3 errors on 1 play. Now, that is something you don't see very often in the game of baseball. The scorer had to feel bad about giving him 3 errors in one play, as there's a swing at a ground ball foul outside third, and it stays 0-2. They were playing the Brewers. A runner was at first. There was a ground ball back weakly towards the mound. John booted it. The runner would have been safe at first. They tried to make a throw as the catcher is in some discomfort here in Martirano. They tried to make a throw to first ball, and the throw went down the line into right. John did not run, though, Tommy John, to back up the plate. So when the right fielder threw it in, with a runner coming around third, the runner that was at first to start the at-bat, he cut it off, threw the ball to the plate, he threw it away and into the stands. And it allowed the runner that hit the ball to come all the way around the score on a Little League home run of sorts. 3 errors, a fielding error and 2 throwing errors on the same play. Well, it was not Martirano dealing with an injury, but our home plate umpire got a piece of dirt in his eye here.
I feel for Steven Jashinsky. It is so annoying when you get a piece of dirt in your eye and you just can't find it. Then you start to scratch at it. You can't get it out. Then all of a sudden you're seeing stars because you're rubbing so hard. Then you start to laugh because you're embarrassed. It is just an experience.
Got to wonder if he's got the contact lenses. That makes it even harder, right?
Yeah, thank goodness I've never had to wear glasses or contacts, because that just throws a whole nother element of confusion in there.
Well, we're ready to go now. 0-2 the count. Runner at first, 1 down, top of the 8th inning. 5-1 Bowie leads. As Rubio is set, the 4th Richmond pitcher of the night, dealing to Watson the pitch, and a fastball, a swing and a miss, throw down to second, safe at second is Welk. The Welk steals the bag. Watson is down on strikes, and there's 2 down in the inning. And now the hot-hitting Chris Hudgens, who has another multi-hit game tonight, he'll step to the plate to try to add on to the Bowie lead. Hudgens 2 for 3, he singled twice in the game. For Welk, that was his 2nd steal in 29 Double-A games. That's a big play to get into scoring position here. The pitch and a breaking ball strike on the inside, caught about thigh high, and the count is 0-1. How about Klimak's 2 innings tonight, scoreless? The Bowie bullpen has really turned the corner here, it feels like, the pitch. And a fastball runs in, and the count 1-1. Bautista's been a really good one. There was a time, though, that the Baysox were just seeing so many games get out of hand, if you will. And I know they had one occur on Sunday, but it just hadn't happened that often, as there's a swing and a soft roller to third, but it's foul just outside the bag. And the count is now, I believe, a ball and 2 strikes to Hudgens. Klimak tonight, 2 innings, no runs, 5 strikeouts. He gave up 2 hits.
It's kind of like what you look at. His first 5 outs of the night were strikeouts, and you look at Grayson Rodriguez on Saturday night. He struck out all 5 outs that he recorded, but Rodriguez kind of just ran into a pitch limit there in that 2nd inning of work and couldn't get out, and only finished with the inning in 2/3.
Yeah, he walked 2, hit a batter, which is something you almost never see from Grayson in a game. 1-2 the count to Hudgens. Here's the pitch. Slider chopped towards third. Cutting to his left to glove Matheny. The throw across the diamond is in time. And with it, the inning is over. So a leadoff single left stranded at second. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning from Richmond. The Baysox have a 5-1 lead on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
To keep up with all the Baysox fun this year, make sure to follow the team on social media. Follow at Bowie Baysox on Twitter and Instagram, and like the Bowie Baysox on Facebook to stay up to date on promotions, news, scores, and more. With all of the exciting prospects in Bowie in 2021, this will be a season you will not want to miss. Again, that's at Bowie Baysox on Twitter and Instagram, and like the Bowie Baysox on Facebook.
Stop by Money One Federal Credit Union, and we'll show you how we've been helping area families since 1951. Money One can help your dreams become a reality with low rates on loans, high rates on savings, totally free checking, and convenient services. Money One Federal Credit Union. Better banking, better future.
Your front seat to the rising tide of the Orioles prospects on their way to Baltimore. This is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
We move now into this bottom of the 8th inning, and it's another new pitcher for the Bowie Baysox. Felix Bautista takes over from Steve Klimek. Steve Klimek finished having thrown 2 innings. He struck out 5 batters, did not allow a walk. He did not allow a run on 2 hits. It was a great outing in relief for Steve Klimek. And in now, it's the big fella, Felix Bautista.
Yes, sir. Bautista is on. You know what's funny here, Paul, is it's less than a mile from the Diamond in Richmond, where the Washington football team's training complex is. They're spending a week this year in Richmond. Their training camp began today. And if Felix Bautista is walking down the street here in Richmond after the game tonight, I bet people are going to ask him for an autograph, thinking he's one of the Washington football team players.
Have we come to a consensus where he would slot in?
I think he'd be, I don't know. I think he's going to be an offensive lineman. I think he could put more weight on. But you could argue he'd be a big linebacker, but boy, he is a big fella.
I mean, standing at 6'7", 270 pounds.
And he's got broad shoulders. Here's Vince Fernandez, cleanup hitter. 5-1 Bowie leads in the bottom of the 8th inning. Baysox trying to get a win in this series opener. First of 6. Tomorrow's a noon start. It'll be breakfast in Richmond with Paul Fritschner. The strawberries and the cream. The wind in the pitch here from Bautista. And it's too high off the edge of the mid of Richmond. And I don't think they were on the same page. It was kind of weird. Bautista looked in forever for that pitch. And then he finally threw one, and Richmond didn't catch it.
Is there a Krispy Kreme around here anywhere?
Oh, yeah. Right up the road.
Oh, perfect.
Take a right and go. As Richmond's going to go out to talk to Bautista here. Count 1-0 to Vince Fernandez. Dick Enberg, Bud Collins on NBC. Breakfast at Wimbledon. That's what it'll be like here from the lawns of beautiful Prince George's Stadium. Paul Fritschner on the call. Starting in the AM hours. As here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball. And they count 1-1. Now, Paul's just very close to his collegiate career. For me, not so much. So, a noontime broadcast, we might have to get somebody to wake Paul up there for that one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And it's a little bit up high. Might have to get Paul's roommate to go in with a feather, just kind of tickle the toes in the early AM hours so he's ready to go. Here's the 2-1 to Fernandez, and a fastball pops him up, but foul and out of play. Bautista's not messing around here.
Well, I will say I have never had a cup of coffee.
Really?
So
Never?
Never in my life a cup of coffee.
How about that? We learn more every night. This is why you listen, folks. It's 2-2 the count. Bautista delivers, and another fastball. No surprise there. And it's fouled back again.
I've just never been a big caffeine guy. I don't know why.
You're not chugging the Mountain Dew.
No. Well, sometimes.
Bautista's allowed 4 runs, only one of which earned in 7 1/3 innings. With Bowie this year, this is his 8th appearance. The wind of the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ball lifted, but foul. How about Bautista pulling, or Fernandez, I should say, pulling that pitch. And he lines it foul right side. It's 2-2. I think Bautista's thrown about 6 fastballs here in this at-bat. Maybe Richmond went out and said, don't worry about the side, just throw a fastball. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit on the ground right side. And up with it is Cullen to his left. And the Bowie second baseman with plenty of time throws out Fernandez. They get the first out of the inning. And now here is Diego Rincones. 5-1 Bowie leads in the bottom of the 8th inning. Baysox starting tonight. Their travel for the rest of the year is not going to be very far away at all. As Bautista's into the wind, the big right-hander delivers, and there's a slider strike to get ahead 0-1. So they've got 4 road trips left in their 8th series. A week in Richmond, 2 hours away. The slow wind of the pitch from Bautista. Fastball in on the hands, hit in the air, shallow right. Coming in to make the catch, Stowers. He makes the grab to retired quickly in the 8th inning. And now Luis Basabe will bat. 5-1 Bowie leading. Next week, the Baysox are on the road again. They're in Somerset, New Jersey, the first ever visit for Bowie to Somerset, the lone new ball club in this league. Trenton moved to Somerset as the Yankees AA affiliate coming into this 2021. Somerset's really not all that far from Trenton, maybe about 40 or 45 minutes away. Here's the pitch, and it's down and away with an off-speed delivery, and the count 1-0. So that's about a 3-hour drive. Bowie will then be in Reading later in the year, about 3 hours away. Here's the pitch, and a fastball, low ball 2. And Pohl, after that, it'll be a week in Harrisburg. And that trip to Harrisburg is only about 2 or 2.5 hours. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And a fastball down low, ball 3. So, that's an advantage, not having to go like they've been going. 6 hours to Akron, 6 hours to Erie, 5 hours to Hartford. A 3-0 pitch. And a fastball strike, count 3-1. Now, when you're going somewhere and parking for a week, I don't think the travel is as important as it is in a regular season. 3 days here, 3 days there. 3-1 to Basabe. Swings through. It looked like he took a little bit off there. That pitch had a little bit of a late downward movement to it. That may have been a little change. It's 3-2. Basabe, a switch hitter for the left side. 2 outs, nobody on. The wind and the pitch. And he bounced a fastball. Ball 4. So a 2-out walk issued. And Brandon Martirano, the Richmond catcher, will now come to the plate. What do you think, though, Paul? Do you think it's an advantage in any way for Bowie? I mean, some of these teams, Richmond and Somerset especially, are very good teams. But to not have to go as far away.
Hey, you talk to the players and how frustrated they can get when they get back home at 2 a.m. You look at what happened in Erie where you have a doubleheader on Sunday. They didn't get back home. I was talking to Caden Grenier. They didn't get back home until around 2 a.m. that night.
As here's the pitch, and it's off the glove of Richmond. It rolls away, but the runner's going to stay at first in Basabe. Boy, that's a break right there. That's a pitch that got well away from Richmond. And that would have been a pass ball, but Basabe did not go.
But you just look at how this travel has happened, and you say 2 a.m., and that's late. You look at a normal minor league season with the travel, and you'd say it's overnight travel.
Exactly. Here's the pitch. Slider bending down low in the count 2-0.
So I think a lot of the players have started to get used to being back home earlier. And whether the minor leagues stay with this 6-game set or not, I don't know. Maybe they extend the season back next year and do an off day every other day. You know, you have no idea what they might do.
As a slider cut and a miss, running for second, and Richmond lost the ball in the transition from glove to hand. And Basabe's got his second steal of the night. But they are changing the travel in this league throughout baseball, meaning that even on a trip to Richmond, Bowie would leave the night before. Usually that would be a trip where you'd leave the day of the game. 2-1 pitch, fastball, and he beat him with it, a check swing to Martirano, but he would have, it was a called strike on the inside. Richmond's not out of this game yet, but they're running out of time. That count 2-2, runner at second, 2 down. Bautista sets to the bell. And here's the pitch. And a fastball got him looking a cold, strike 3 at the knees. So again, Richmond with a bit of a 2-out rally in the works. They get a runner on with 2 down. But he's left stranded at second. On to the 9th inning. 5-1 Bowie on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Missed your ride? Don't worry, Commuter Crew has got you covered. If you miss your bus or carpool or van pool, you can take advantage of Commuter Crew's guaranteed ride-home program for free. Visit our website at www.aacounty.org/commutercrew for more information or sign up today at commuterconnections.org.
Hey, Baysox fans, individual game tickets for the 2021 season are available now by calling the Baysox ticket office at 301-464-4865 or purchasing online at baysox.com. The Baysox are taking pride in providing a safe atmosphere for fans, players, and coaches in 2021. So we can't wait to see you at Prince George's Stadium. Again, the number 301-464-4865 or get tickets online at baysox.com.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
There's nothing like having the orange and black back in Bowie in 2021. This is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
Frank Rubio back for a second inning of work. As we now head to the top of the 9th inning, the Baysox have a 5-1 lead. And for Bowie, looking for an insurance run, it'll be Cullen, Stowers, and Richmond here in this 9th inning. Well, the Baysox have had an opportunity to score in almost every inning in the game. They haven't gone down in order in this game tonight, as here's the pitch. And Cullen takes just off the outside. He checked his swing at a running heater in the count 1-0. How about that for the Baysox? As from the stretch, Rubio delivers. And Cullen gets into one to right field. It's deep. Rincona's back. It's out of here. Greg Cullen, a solo shot to right. It's icing on the cake for the Baysox. His second of the year in 18 games. 6-1, Bowie leads.
And that one just snuck out of the diamond, just over the right field fence. And we talk so much about how hard it is to hit a home run at the diamond, Bowie has done it twice tonight. They only hit 5 home runs in the whole 6-game series back in May at the Diamond. They've done 2 tonight.
And Stowers now batting, takes one off the outside. And the count is 1-0. I'll tell you, it's a pretty simplistic way of looking at it. Here's the next one. And a breaking ball off the outside, ball 2. Bowie is a prolific home run hitting team. The Baysox have now hit 99 homers on the year. But it just feels like against Richmond, whoever hits more usually wins. As there's a strike on the outside. And the count is 2-1. I know there are more runs scored in these matchups than homers. But boy, Richmond hit that ball out early and often in Bowie 3 weeks ago. As a breaking ball misses down low. It's now 2-1 to Stowers, or 3-1, I should say. And here tonight, the Baysox are the team driving the baseball. As Rubio delivers, and Stowers a big swing and a miss at a slow breaking ball. As Rubio took a little bit off of that, and Stowers got out on the front foot a bit. A payoff pitch coming, the righty throws. Breaking ball chopped to the right side weakly. Charging at second, white midi gloves. And he'll actually underhand toss it to first to get the out and one retire. And now Adley Rutschman, 1 for 2, but he's been aboard 3 times today. Will come to the plate. As Rutschman will bat for the left side. The Baysox getting power throughout their lineup. That pitch to Cullen was actually a pitch down in the zone as a breaking ball is beneath the knees. And the count is 1-0, and he kind of drove it almost like he was hitting a fairway iron.
Rutschman finally getting a shot from this left side.
The pitch and a breaking ball strike.
That was a good sharp little slider there coming across the plate. Rubio has that 3/4 arm slot delivery with that sweeping pitch to get some lateral movement on it.
He's also a very quick worker. As a running fastball is off the outside, everything seems to move as the count is 2-1, and it really runs away that fastball from a left-handed hitter. And that's where Rutschman is in that left-handed batter's box. The 2-1 pitch and a breaking ball missing down and away for ball 3. All in all, though, Paul, this is the kind of night you want to get, to start a series. Bowie facing one of the top Richmond pitchers, Caleb Killian, tonight. They really got to him early as Richmond swings and chops one to the right side. Second half of the first baseman, VR. He'll flip to Rubio covering. They get the out, and there's 2 down in the top of the 9th. And here is Caden Grenier. The ability to maximize that first against a pitcher like Killian, who, once again, between 2 levels, a 6-1 record in 14 starts this year. You get out to a 3-0 first inning lead. That was enormous.
Yeah, it was. And it's kind of like you see him the second time through the lineup. Sometimes the hitters get a little more comfortable.
As Grenier swings and fists one on a line into center. It is a 2-out single. Kind of a jam shot for Grenier, and it's his 3rd hit of the game. And he's on for Patrick Dorian.
Caden Grenier with his 6th 3-hit game of the year. That's the most of any Baysox player.
The Dorian in for the left side. He's got an RBI tonight. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. As Rubio throws. And there's that good slider for a strike at the knees. We haven't seen anybody up in the Baysox pen, but I wouldn't be surprised if Bowie would have somebody else through the 9th inning here with a 5-run lead. The 0-1 to Dorian and a slider down and away. Once again today, the Baysox getting 3 relievers, actually 4 to the roster. Logan Gillespie getting called up to Double-A for a first time. As Dorian lifts a high pop fly in the air down the third base line. And it is out of play. And the count is 1-2. Gillespie has only made 11 appearances all year. He's worked 14 1/3 innings, all in High A Aberdeen. 0-2 with a 3.77 ERA there. And then Dionis Almengo pitched in one appearance in AAA Norfolk. And also Joyner have come back to Bowie. 1-2 coming. Slider gets Dorian swinging. Over the top, strike 3. The inning is over. But a solo home run to right, the second of the young AA career for Greg Cullen, has given the Baysox a 6-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the ninth after this on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Baysox fans, watch the Orioles Stars of Tomorrow today with MILB.TV. With all home games and most away games streamed live, the only place to watch the Baysox on your phone or computer is MILB.TV. Subscribe today and watch up to 5,000 games from all teams across the minor league baseball live or on demand. Download the MILB First Pitch app from Google Play or Apple App Store to watch on the go. Use promo code BAYSOX at checkout to save $10 on the yearly subscription. Visit MILB.TV for details.
Are you seeing mice chew through your food in the pantry? What about ants just coming and going as they please in your house? Are you tired of getting bit by mosquitoes and ticks every time you go outside? Well, give Old Bay Pest Control a call, and we guarantee to remove any pest in your household. One pest is too many. Old Bay Pest Control, 443-603-5651. That's 443-603-5651.
Stop by Money One Federal Credit Union and we'll show you how we've been helping area families since 1951. Money One can help your dreams become a reality with low rates on loans, high rates on savings, totally free checking, and convenient services. Money One Federal Credit Union. Better banking, better future.
From our roots at Memorial Stadium to Prince George's Stadium, this is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
So we go to the bottom of the ninth inning, and the Baysox are in control. They lead 6-1. Bautista's going to stay in there. He'll face 8-9-1 in the Richmond order. And here's Shane Matheny, left-handed batter, and the pitch. And it's all the way to the backstop, down and in. Boy, Richmond didn't get any leather on that heater. That would be, in hockey terms, they beat him glove side. And they count as 1-0. A howitzer from the point. Matheny, then Fabian, and then Whiteman. This is, once again, 8-9-1 for Richmond. Here's the pitch. And it's a cold strike beneath the belt on the outside. And the count is 1-1. Well, Klimek worked 2 innings, and now Bautista is getting tapped for a second inning himself here. The slow wind to the pitch. Swing and a miss and a high fastball. That was at the letters on the inside, and the count wanted 2. What a weapon that heater is from this right-hander.
He just says, here it is, try and hit it.
Incredible. The wind and the pitch. And this is up and away. So the count is 2-2 here to Bautista. Or from Bautista, I should say. To Matheny, who doubled and scored Richmond's lone run in the 5th inning. The right-hander winds and delivers. And a off-speed pitch dives down and in. And with it, the count is full, 3-2. Richmond had some chances early in this game, Paul. They loaded the bases with 2 down in the second, but Whiteman flew out to deep center. As now the 3-2 pitch. And it's a cold strike 3. He got him with a fastball. Thigh high on the outside. Got him looking. 1 down to the 9th inning. And now Sandro Fabian will come to the plate. The other inning that stands out to me in this game was that 5th inning. Sedlock was a bit on the ropes. Matheny doubled the lead off the inning. Whiteman had an infield hit with 1 down. And when VR doubled, putting runners at second and third with 2 down with a run in, it looked like Richmond could come back. As here's the pitch to Fabian. And a fastball's up high, ball 1. But Sedlock finished the game with a strikeout of Vince Fernandez And Bowie has been comfortably in front since.
Yeah, it's been so important for Bowie to be able to go out there and attack a starting pitcher like Killian. And this is a game that they're going to kind of steal away from Richmond, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah, so fastball down and away, ball 2. Well, Sedlock's been an interesting pitcher this year because he has had some tough moments, no doubt about it, but he's also had some really, really good nights. And it was great to see Sedlock have such a successful outing tonight. The pitch and a slider strike that nearly had Fabian curling into a ball, and the count 2-1. Cody worked 5 innings. He allowed 6 hits and 1 run, and he struck out 7 in this game. Here it comes. And a fastball beat him with it, a swing and a miss. Strike 2. And the thing that we talked about quite a few times in our broadcast tonight was the fact that only one time tonight did Richmond get a runaround with fewer than 2 outs against Sedlock. As Bautista throws, and a slider in the dirt, ball 3.
Yeah, and in fact, you look that the leadoff base runners tonight have been lacking. I mean, they've had 2 leadoff base runners tonight.
One of which was this man, Fabian, who led off the 7th with a single. 3-2 the count with 1 down in the 9th inning. Bautista winds and delivers. Oh, it's a fastball over the head of Fabian. And that is ball 4. But my goodness, that is a scary pitch. Right around 100 miles an hour. And it gave him a crew cut. And now Simon Whiteman will come to the plate.
You can see Fabian kind of chuckling on his way down to first, brushing his jersey off. Lucky to get out of the way of that one.
He may have seen a white light on the horizon as that pitch was coming in. I mean, my goodness. So Bautista's been a bit erratic tonight. That is his second walk issued. As he'll now go after the top of the order. Here's Whiteman and the pitch. And a fastball strike. It's 0-1. Doesn't it seem when Bautista loses one, it's not a recurring theme, is it? I mean, he's kind of able to recalibrate and find the strike zone again immediately following.
And you know he's not trying to do it on purpose because there's no reason to with a full count and a 5-run lead.
The 0-1 pitch. Fastball, strike on the outside, and Bautista's ahead 0-2. The Whiteman today 1 for 4 with an infield hit. He has struck out twice in the game. 1-1 down, bottom of the 9th, 6-1 Bowie leads. As here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. He threw a fastball right by him. He just threw him 3 fastballs over the plate. So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen to you, right? 2 down. Here's Will Wilson. Ralph, weren't you a big Sound of Music fan? Ralph doesn't look like he was a Julie Andrews guy. Ralph says he's seen it. Will Wilson bats. Bowie is in out away. And here's the pitch. And a fastball under the knees. Ball 1. So the Baysox, they took it on the chin a bit on Sunday afternoon after winning 4 in a row in their series with Hartford. Trying to win a 5th game in their last 6 here tonight. This has been an impressive outing for Bowie as a slider gets the inside corner for a strike. And the count 1-1 to Will Wilson. Right-handed hitter who struck out 3 times in 4 hitless at-bats tonight. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball just off the outside. And it's 2-1. But when you start to see the forest from the trees here, the Baysox are putting together a really nice stretch. The 2-1 pitch, and it's down and inside, ball 3.
Yeah, these are the games that Bowie really needs to start winning through the second half of this season. You look at Richmond this week, Somerset next week. Try and string a bunch of these good games together.
Bautista sets. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Fastball found straight back to the screen. So the Baysox who at their high water mark were 17 games above 500. With a win here, would get to 13 above as Bautista kind of fastens the cap on his head. Gets the sign from Adley. Richmond comes center of the belt. A 3-2 pitch, and it's just a bit upstairs. Ball 4. A third walk issued by Bautista. And there's 2 men on with 2 down in this 6-1 game. Bowie leading. And now David VR, who's doubled twice, will come to the plate. Boy, Richmond, they have been a tough team with 2 outs in this game. And now we're going to see a visit to the hill. And let's see. It's going to be the pitching coach, Justin Ramsey, meaning Bautista's going to stay in here. But Richmond, I mean, they've gotten the majority of their base runners with 2 outs. It's one of the reasons why Bowie is winning this game.
Yeah, and Bowie has been able to keep these innings to a minimum. The Richmond Flying Squirrels just haven't had that big inning. They left the bases loaded in the 2nd inning, 2 runners in scoring position. In the 5th inning, they just keep looking for that big hit. But the Bowie pitchers have mitigated a lot of that damage.
So VR will get a chance here with 2 on and 2 down in the last of the 9th inning. Bautista set of the belt, and here's the pitch. And a fastball misses down low, ball 1. When you've got a big lead, the last thing you want to do is give up free passes. Bautista, the last 6 batters have either walked or struck out against him. Here's the pitch. Slider, check swing, the appeal. I don't think he went. And it's 2-0 here to VR. I mean, even if VR hits a 500-foot homer, it's still 6-4. As Bautista delivers, and he misses off the outside, ball 3. We can't see in a remote broadcast the Bowie bullpen, but you'd have to think with Bautista laboring here, the pitching coach, Ramsey, just coming out, that activity may have started in the Baysox pen here.
Yeah, and it's about to be his 45th pitch.
The 3-0 coming, and it's up and inside, ball 4. So he's walked the bases loaded here with 2 down in the 9th inning, 3 of the last 4 reaching via the walk. And there is a right-hander getting loose in the pen, and I believe that is Tim Naughton. And let's see if that's going to be it for Bautista, who has now walked 4 batters in an inning and 2/3, or if he'll get to go after Fernandez. And thankfully, Cullen's home run right now is the reason why Fernandez is not the tying run.
It's not a 1-possession game.
That's right. 6-1 Bowie, bases loaded, 2 down. Here's the pitch to Fernandez. Swing and a miss at a fastball. Strike 1. He threw it right by him.
I like this, that they're leaving him in confident enough to be able to keep him in there in a bases loaded situation, try and work himself out of his own jam.
Set of the belt, Bautista's ready. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch. Fading down and out of the zone. Strike 2. So now Bautista is ahead in the count as he leans in for the sign. He's got what he wants. He's set to the belt. The 0-2 pitch and a fastball hit in the air. Pop to the left side, foul ground. Baysox will give it a look, but it's out of play. And the count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. Here to Fernandez, who is 0 for 4 tonight, and he struck out twice in the game. The possible tying run is in the on-deck circle for Richmond, Diego Rincones. Another 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on a fastball, belt high on the inside, and with it, the ball game is over. The Baysox have won it here tonight. They get game 1 of this series by a 6-1 final score. Richmond again making it interesting late, but they leave them loaded for a second time in the contest.
Well, I absolutely love that decision in the ninth inning to leave Bautista in with the bases loaded. You got yourself into that jam. Try and get yourself out of it. You show your confidence in your power pitcher to get that strikeout. He comes right after the power hitter Fernandez with a fastball, swings underneath of it. 4 strikeouts for Bautista, a great outing for him, and the Baysox pick up a big win in Game 1.
Stick with us. Our Baysox postgame show is coming up next. Bowie wins it, though. Our final, the Baysox 6 and Richmond 1 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Stop by Money One Federal Credit Union, and we'll show you how we've been helping area families since 1951. Money One can help your dreams become a reality with low rates on loans, high rates on savings, totally free checking, and convenient services. Money One Federal Credit Union. Better banking, better future.
Enjoy Baysox baseball on your schedule and save over 30% off regular game day ticket prices with a Baysox 8-ticket Fielder's Choice package. These tickets are undated and can be used at your convenience throughout the season. Choose to use them all at once or spread them out over multiple games. It's your choice. You'll sit up close to all the on-field action in box seats and can choose weekend games, weekday games, or mix it up. Come to 8 games by yourself, 4 games with 2 people, or any combination you wish. Order your Baysox Fielder's Choice ticket package online at baysox.com or call the ticket office at 301-464-4865.
From bug bites to burns, fevers to flu, and bruises to broken bones, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
There's nothing like having the orange and black back in Bowie in 2021. This is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
We welcome you back here to our broadcast locale as the Baysox are in Richmond. We are in Bowie at Prince George's Stadium alongside Paul Fritschner. My name is Adam Pohl. 6-1, the Baysox win it. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors for Bowie. A run on 8 hits and no errors for Richmond as Cody Sedlock works 5 innings. He worked beautifully tonight, Paul, allowing 6 hits, 1 run, struck out 7, and Sedlock really put the Baysox in a position to win this game going away tonight.
Yeah, he had a great game. 5 innings, those 6 hits, like you said. All of his performances over the last month or so, for the most part, have been pretty strong. He had 1 hiccup his last time out in those 4 innings that he threw against Hartford. But that is now his 4th time in his last 6 outings that he has allowed 1 run or less in an appearance. So he is really starting to round into form. And if you combine Sedlock to start these games with Kyle Branovich, Blaine Knight, Grayson Rodriguez, and then hopefully Drew Rahm and what he can do and the performances that he has strung together from Aberdeen, if he can continue that at the AA level, even though there have been a lot of promotions for this Bowie pitching staff, you can still feel confident in what they can go out there and produce.
Completely agree. That's a fun rotation when you think of it right there. And in this game tonight, timely pitching for the Baysox was so big. Klimek threw 2 scoreless, Bautista a rocky 2 scoreless innings, but it's a game where Richmond leaves 12 men on base. They scored 1 run. So, I mean, the Flying Squirrels had opportunities here tonight, but they leave the bases loaded twice each time in an inning in which they do not score. And for Bowie, they end up winning going away largely due to that.
Well, coming into tonight, in Richmond's 5 straight games, now 6 straight games that they've lost. But coming into tonight, in that 5-game losing streak, Adam, Richmond was 3 for 41 with runners in scoring position, and they had left 44 runners on base.
How about that? And here tonight, it was more the same. as they go 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position in this game.
Yes, and on the season, Richmond is just 7 for 52 with the bases loaded. That is the lowest mark in all of minor league baseball.
Ouch. So ducks on the pond, but Richmond's not good at fishing, are they?
No.
As Bowie 6-1 victors. And it's a game as well where Toby Welk hits a home run in the first inning. You know, Welk's a ball player that's had a lot more power than we expected. And he hits his 7th home run in about a month's time with the Baysox. It was a pivotal play in this game. I just feel like it's a completely different game if it's 1-0 Bowie going to the bottom of the first instead of 3-0.
Yeah, and Toby Welk changes that with a 2-run home run to left center field. We talk so much about how hard it is to hit a home run at the Diamond, and then Bowie goes out there and hits 2 home runs tonight.
So the winning pitcher was Cody Sedlock. He's now 3-2. The loser, Caleb Killian, is 3-2, albeit 6-2 on the year between two levels. There was no save. Our ball game tonight was played in a time of 3 hours and 6 minutes in front of a crowd of 4,219 at the Diamond in Richmond, Virginia. The Baysox win it. We're going to come back and get you ready for breakfast with Bowie. That's tomorrow's daytime game, right after this on the Baysox Baseball Network.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the National Association of Professional Baseball Leagues for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction, rebroadcast, retransmission, or other dissemination or use of this broadcast, descriptions or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the National Association of Professional Baseball Leagues is prohibited.
For more than 100 years, Chesapeake Employers Insurance has been helping Maryland businesses keep their workers safe. With competitive pricing and an AM Best A- financial strength rating, it's no surprise that Chesapeake Employers is Maryland's largest writer of workers' comp insurance.
At the end of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
Connect with your agent or visit CEIWC.com.
Are you seeing mice chew through your food in the pantry? What about ants just coming and going as they please in your house? Are you tired of getting bit by mosquitoes and ticks every time you go outside? Well, give Old Bay Pest Control a call, and we guarantee to remove any pest in your household. One pest is too many. Old Bay Pest Control, 443-603-5651. That's 443-603-5651.
From our roots at Memorial Stadium to Prince George's Stadium, this is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
One final time tonight on the Baysox Baseball Network alongside Paul Fritschner. My name is Adam Pohl. The Baysox win it tonight 6-1. Now important here for Bowie. I think we are at the time of the year with 2 months left where it's time to really take a look at everything. Portland was rained out tonight. Now they are the team coming into tonight in first place. Akron in second. Bowie was 2 in back of Akron. And the Baysox came into tonight a game and a half in back of Somerset. So with all of that being said, Paul, how did Akron and Somerset do today?
Akron is beating Erie right now 4-1 in the middle of the 8th inning. And Somerset right now is beating Reading in the bottom of the 9th. There are no outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Reading with their last 3 outs to try and score 1 run to tie, 2 to win. But Somerset, if they get 3 outs, will win their 44th game of the year.
Come on, fighting.
Binghamton right now beating Hartford 5-3 in just the top of the 3rd inning up in Hartford at Dunkin' Donuts Park. Then Akron, as I mentioned, beating Erie 4-1 in the 8th. Altoona beat Harrisburg 4-3. Portland and New Hampshire were rained out. And the game you heard right here, Bowie beat Richmond 6-1. We take a quick look very quickly around the rest of the Orioles organization. Aberdeen trailing Bowling Green right now 9-3 in the 7th. Fredericksburg beating Delmarva 5-1 in the 8th. Norfolk, though, beat Durham 3-1. Durham, one of the best teams in all of minor league baseball, and Norfolk won 3-1.
It just feels like Durham is always good, the AAA affiliate of the Tampa Bay Rays. I mean, it's not a surprise. Tampa's a team that doesn't hang on to their free agents, and they're always winning. That means their AAA club and their minor league teams are probably pretty good. They've got a decent pipeline, I would say. Well, tomorrow, Paul, is game 2 of this 6-game series, a noontime start. It'll be Gray Fenter getting the ball, 4-2 with a 7.16 ERA. Sean Jelly, the tallest pitcher in minor league baseball, 6'11" standing. He's a record of 3-2 and a 3.59 ERA. Branovich will go on Thursday. Do you have the rest of the rotation Friday through Sunday?
Friday, Grayson Rodriguez will pitch, and then on Saturday it will be the lefty Drew Rom making his Double-A debut, and Sunday yet to be announced.
There you go. So tomorrow, Paul will be with you at 11:45 in the morning for the noontime start, 12:05 p.m. as the Baysox play game 2 of this 6-game series against the Richmond Flying Squirrels. That's going to do it for us here tonight. So thankful to have you with us for a fun one this evening. Bowie gets 3 runs in the first, and frankly, they did not look back. They get a strong effort from Cody Sedlock. They get homers from Toby Welk and Greg Cullen, and the Baysox win it here tonight. Our final score, Bowie 6 and Richmond 1. And you heard it all right here on the Baysox Baseball Network. Have a great evening, everybody.
Bowie Baysox Baseball has been brought to you by Money One Federal Credit Union, Chesapeake Employers Insurance, On the Green, Patient First, Royal Farms, Crown Plaza Annapolis, Anne Arundel Rideshare, DCA Imaging, ZY Pyrotechnics. You've been listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball on the Baysox Baseball Network.